All right, let's get my shit centered. Where's Grandpa at? We need Grandpa in the house. What's up, everybody? Charlie checking in. Let's get Gramps up in the corner. You got my back, buddy? Much love. Got him, and I got Hermaeus Mora from the other realm, from Skyrim. Got my back right there, brother. Ebony Armor. What's up, everybody? Charlie checking in. Hope y'all doing well, man. Let's get some shout outs to everybody waiting patiently. I'm sorry about that. Wifey had me out there kind of helping her out with some new rose bushes that we just got for her. So doing the husband thing, the wonderful husband. Is there too much light in here, man? Hang on a second. Let me kind of try to set the mood here. That was kind of in my face. I kind of like powder. Kind of like powder right now. Hold on a second. Oh, well, it's still a little bit light, but whatever. We can deal with it. Richard Knight in the house. How you doing tonight? Your boy, Donnie. What's up, Donnie? How you and the new kids on the block doing tonight? Garrett in the field. Tacky Stuggin. Game clips. Oh, Tacky Stuggin is me. I went to send y'all a message real quick, and I accidentally sent it from my other account or whatever, so I apologize for that, but I came right back and kind of explained myself. Ferris Dawson in the house. Ashley Crush, how are you doing tonight, Ashley? Evan Cook, Dead King, Darth, man, I'm starting to pop now, man. The chat's starting to move. Robert Shamrock in the house. Thomas Blue, what's up, my dude? How you doing tonight? Darth Vader fan, John's YouTube network. Everybody check out John's new YouTube network. I can't even speak right now. I'm sorry. Palf in the house. Leo. Oh, man. Look at this, guys. Holy crap, bro. This is wonderful, man. 274 people watching. Thank you all so much, man. We got a lot going on right now, huh? All eyes are on me. Holy crap. King for a day. Oh, man. I appreciate it. I'm going to stay humble, though, man, but you know, this is just wonderful, man. I've always dreamt of this day. You know, for the last freaking, 8 years, Bobby Hum, thank you so much, says Crazy Reunion. You ain't even seen the half of it yet. 843 Daniel says, yay. Yo, what's up, you brother? What part of 843 are you from, Daniel? I'm thinking about coming down there sometime soon, having a little fun, man, trying to create a little content back in Charleston. With my own vehicle, with my own kayak, fishing pole, memories, spots, meeting up with people and stuff, you know. Man, the sky's the limit, man. It feels like the world's my oyster right now. Oh man, I'm speaking like a damn mafioso right now, but I got a real big idea in play. Dayton Graham 8382 dropped a 20 bomb on me. Thank you so much for that, bro. Let me drop a heart on that. Hell yeah. Every little bit of money that I make off of these live streams and off of these videos, you know what I mean? I'm going to use it all for content, for expanding, you know, what we're trying to build here, for ideas. One of the ideas that I have is checking out the whole Pee Wee Gaskins burial grounds and the whole legend and lore of Pee Wee Gaskins and how he tied in with Grandpa. Prince Milk, thank you so much right there. Says, yo, glad to see you and Mike back together. Man, these super chats are just hitting right now. Hold on. Holy crap, man. I love it. I don't know if you remember me, but maybe my name helps. Prince Milk, I don't. It doesn't ring a bell. Prince Milk, I think about Martin Prince drinking the rat milk on on The Simpsons. I actually just watched that episode the other day or yesterday, Mayor to the Mob, and that's what I think about. So Martin Prince drinking rat milk. Another bomb, $10 bomb from my friend Daniel says, the Ville off D Road and Bacon Bridge used to live in Evention Estates in front of Trailwood. My parents still live there. Oh, nice. Really? Okay, over to buy, what's the name of it? It used to be called Goodwin Elementary or whatever. You live right across from Trailwood on D Road. D Road, boy. That's what it's all about, man. D Road goes all the way from downtown past Somerville. Pretty Feet dropped a 5 bomb on me. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, you know, thinking about doing like the Pee Wee Gaskins thing, and like Dad had always talked about how like they were involved and kind of connected with the Charleston Mafia, as it were. And I always heard that there was no such thing as a Charleston Mafia, and then kind of find out there very much was, mafia connections in Charleston and stuff. And I'm going to do some digging. I'm going to look into it and stuff, and we're going to figure out, we're going to do that for Halloween. Maybe I can get Michael to go with me for Halloween. Check out some of these creepy spots. Vic Growl says, good work. God's working in some crazy ways right now, huh? Wink, wink. He absolutely is, man. God is mysterious, man. And as long as you come to God and you live within his creation and his existence, with full heart, open, honest heart and mind, and honest intentions, man, then God will bless you, bro. And I've felt that. I'm feeling his blessings right now, man. My bad. Prince Milk says, my bad. My name used to be Wank Tank. I don't think I remember Wank Tank neither, man. Were we like chilling or something? Or were you a troll? Or I like the name Wank Tank. I'm just not so sure. It stuck out, man. I had a lot of craziness going on back in the day. It almost feels like I was just kind of just posting and uploading online and with the whole drama line, just to try and, I don't know, man, it was in a fight rather than just getting along and creating a community, So I feel like, I'm noticing you guys on a more sober mindset, a more mature mindset, and hopefully I'll remember your names more so this time than last. Bit Grawl, yeah, God is working in the right directions, man. So much, man. Daniel says, when you get down here, I got you on Twitter. If you want to do something, I want to go to Middleton. Haven't been there yet on 61. That's Middleton Plantation, right? Erica wants to go check out like those plantations and stuff and history, and I'm down for it too. I just got to try to figure out a way to make it kind of entertaining. My Charlie Chill, chaotic way, I guess, as it were. That'll help right there. Get the juices going. Juice GME Charlie, one night you should see if you can work on getting Michael to go live with you as you continue to talk to each other and repairing that relationship. Yeah, that would be nice. We kind of did have ourselves a private little talk, before we kind of did our the video for the internet, as it were, videos as it would turn out to be. We started talking and like the apologies and the forgiveness just came easy, especially after so much hurt and loss and just mundane bullshit, you know what I mean? Growing older and realizing, you know what I mean, what it means to damn suck it up and apologize and just to move on, you know what I mean, from bullshit, What was that? Max X, thank you so much, says, what is your Cash App? What's my Cash App? And just all the love that we have for one another, you know what I mean, and the memories. Oh, excuse me. Oh my God. Cash App is $, The Outsiders. If any of y'all want to send me something straight up right there. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong right here, right? I don't think that's going to get my shit hacked. That's not going to get me hacked or anything, is it? Oh, Charlie's Michael's puppy. Oh, what about, is that Pumpkin? Pumpkin's in the chat? Oh, Tiffany Paisley Morgan, thank you so much. Says, I've been watching and supporting mostly silently. That's wonderful. You silent ones are, y'all are an anomaly to me, and I respect that, man. Like y'all aren't just getting completely emotionally worked up, and just hammering out whatever, you know what I mean? Erica, she's just like that too. Says, I've been watching and supporting mostly silently, but still here since the beginning. So happy everything is working out with the fam. Proud of your growth. Well, thank you so much, man. It's taken a lot, dedication, time, It's all about time, dude. It's all about putting in the work is one thing, you know what I mean? But you got consistency is where it's at, For any of you out there that are suffering from addiction, you've You've kicked the hornet's nest one too many times. You've slapped your mom or your dad in the face one too many times. You know, hopefully emotionally, not physically. But yeah, you know, you've caused hurt and pain so many times to so many people and stuff. You know that to apologize and to say that you've changed, you know, it just becomes words after a while. You know what I mean? And you've done expired that bank of trust, you know, in somebody else. Silva, what's up, my dude? What's up, Charlie? Long time no see. How you been doing, man? Me and Erica was just talking about you the other day. I told her that I saw old Silver Surfer in the house, man, and got talking about how, man, you took like what, a couple of different subways and 2 different airports. Well, obviously you got to take one airport, land at the other, just for us to take you out into the mountains, bro. And no electricity. It was a great time, man. And I love just seeing my friends come back, you know, and be supportive. That shows me right there also, you know, that
Tell Aringa come back and see us. Hi guys.
Erica's in a camp.
Yeah, I'm telling Aringa to come back and see us because we have better stuff now and better spots. We have better spots
Erica loves her some Aringa. Yeah, so yeah, man, you guys excite us, man. The world, life is exciting again, you know. I've been doing the right thing, but sometimes it gets a little boring. You know. Hi, PP. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Come here, good girl. Say hi. Say hi. There's my friend right there. Oh, she's such a good girl. And y'all's super chats and y'all's love and support will also buy her treats, man. I get her these milk bone kind of things or whatever. Oh, my sweetie. I'm sorry. I'm hanging out with the wolf pack right now. I thought about changing our name from like wolf pack to like the dog pack. We the dog pack, huh? Oh, Charlie would lose to Albert. Oh, is Albert trying to get his name out there? Albert, you want some attention there, buddy? Oh, man. Why don't you go out there and do something positive with your life? Go out there and get a driver. Does Albert have a driver's license? Can Albert drive? I was just thinking the other day, like, holy shit, like I'm getting back into the, and I'm gonna throw some jabs just a little bit, just because it's fun, just because Albert wants the attention. So, you know, I'm sitting here posting up on social media constantly. You know, I make vlogs, I do live streams, you know, pretty much solo. I'm constantly like posting up on Twitter and Facebook and what have you. But it seems like I'm almost the only one in the whole grandpa community that's putting forth any sort of presence or effort, you know, aside from Michael, you know, and even Michael kind of like, you know, kind of fell off a little bit. He started focusing more on other projects and what have you. And, which we're trying to change right now. I'm hopefully going to be a shot in the arm that'll try to bring back some Angry Grandpa, you know, community, some content, you know. And so I'll tell you here, Albert, you know, like if you really want some sort of attention or whatever, you know, you don't got to get tattoo locale gay on your arm. You don't got to come posting up in my chat spamming for a little bit of attention. You know, put forth the work, put forth the effort, go out and vlog something, you know, make a joke, make an effort to create a community. Oh, I'm burning right now. Oh, I'm toasting you right now. And you wouldn't have to damn be jealous of me, you know, and spam my shit, you know, to feel better about yourself, to get yourself some sort of attention or something. You can, you know, said Albert is a cornball. Well, I mean, you know, you're saying it, not me. You know what I mean? And what we see and what we react on is what you or him or her, you know, is what we all put out towards each other, you know? And some people, they live in their YouTube bubbles, you know what I mean? For far too long. They're far too encapsulated to where they don't really understand. They can't see like the bird's eye view, Albert, the Albert's eye view. Silva, much love, brother. Says, hey, Charlie, ask Erica, can I The man come, bro. I'm gonna get her with the claw.
I still got them.
Holy shit. You know what? I haven't seen those Mankind pants in a long time, bro. Oh, man. You have to put them on for me, baby. It's a little warm out there, man. She might have to make it a little warm for me. But holy crap, I hadn't thought about that in a long time. See, that's what it's all about, man. Old friendships, you know what I'm saying? Reblooming, you know, and damn, old jokes that are brought back up. I got to think, the first thing that I think about with you, Silva, bro, is when you tried to pay me to damn drink out of the toilet with the Brita straw. Or the camping filter straw. King Pax, thank you so much, love, brother, right there. Says, huge fan, man. You've come so far in your journey. Thanks, man. I couldn't predict that last damn word right there. We've come a long way, haven't we, man? Woo! I lost a lot of hair. I've changed a great deal in the process. Lost hair, lost addictions, lost family. You know, we lost dad, lost my aunt Debbie. Oh my God, who else? A bunch of Erica's family, you know, which y'all don't really know too much about, but COVID really messed up Erica's family, you know. And even though y'all don't know them, you know, that's still loss that I experienced on my end, you know, that contributed to true change and growth, you know, within myself. Erica had this aunt, what was her name? Aunt Johnny. And I think about it, I never even met Aunt Johnny, but we were friends on Facebook, and she was always just so nice to me. And it was also at a time when I was still drinking, you know, where I kind of screwed up a few times, and Aunt Johnny knew about it, even though she didn't know me, you know. She understood, you know, the plight of addiction and you know, the shame of relapse, especially for me. Publicly, remember that Twitch meltdown when I showed my ass? I don't think I showed my whole ass though, right? Just like I gave you guys a half moon, like a waning moon. But you know, still, you know, I nuked that opportunity and just made myself look so damn foolish in front of so many people once again. And then Aunt Johnny came forth and was just like, hey, it's going to be okay, blah, 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 you know, but also tough, you know, stop doing it, yada, yada. Erica loves you no matter what, blah, blah, blah. But you can do better, you know. And then she ended up dying from COVID, you know. She ended up, one of the last comments I'd seen on her page, you know, was, they're about to put me back in. They're about to put me back on the oxygen, and I'm so scared. You know, and I said, man, you know, like, it just crushed me. And then like 2 days later, she was gone, you know. Amazing Lynn in the house, security guys. And that changed me, man. I was like, you know, like, it wasn't long after that, after COVID, actually, that I actually would get sober. Extreme 2 fan, thank you so much. Says, who you want to fight more, Albert or Isaac? I don't really want to fight anyone. But I feel like, I guess if it was good enough content, you know, and for the channel and shit, you know, I'd drag Albert's ass. You know, like, it don't matter, but I'd drag Albert's ass, you know, being that, you know, Tina would be on the sidelines, you know, squalling like a sow. Let me stop, bro. You know what? I'm like, these are jokes. These are all just jokes. I don't want to talk too much shit. And like, come on, man. Like, I just got back in the family. But you know what? It's whatever. Like, that's what they're all about, like their content and stuff like that. The lolcows and talking trash and stuff back and forth or whatever. But yeah, just to answer your question, I guess, you know, to make it make sense in the community, grandpa community, you know, and for storyline issues. Yeah, I think, you know, I think you might actually see a few run-ins between me and Albert before it's over. I ain't gonna lie. Albert's kind of an unhinged character, you know, and I got a feeling he might not know where reality ends and make-believe begins. You know what I mean? It'd be kind of hard to run some sort of skit or storyline, some sort of loose storyline with Albert, I feel like, you know, and yeah, so and you ain't just gonna get up in my face talking shit. without getting checked. You know what I mean? Especially his ass. He's a big ass boy. Like, like there's a certain space you just don't cross, and then once you cross that, like, I mean, I gotta protect myself. I'll never forget it, man. There was this dude. His name was Alaska. We called him Alaska. That's how big this guy was. Back at Job Corps, and he was in welding with us, and he was kind of a softy though, man. He still liked to talk a little trash. Lathan says, "How is Jenny doing?" Jenny, man, Jenny's kind of going through it right now, bro. With her whole chemotherapy and her cancer, I guess. What are her implants and stuff that keep flipping around? I don't know what kind of what kind of shots she's taking right now, but biopsies and brain scans and stuff, talking about being radioactive and all that. And oh my goodness, dude, it's just she's going through it. And then she's also got herself a new job now, so she's having to 500 people. Damn, almost 500 people in here. Was there 500 people in here a minute ago? Damn, bro. This is the most people that I've live streamed to in a very long time, man. I really appreciate it, dude. This is wonderful. I love this little pop. I know that it probably won't stay like this because everybody is, they're just super excited and super interested in this new reunion or what have you, man. But I'm super happy and thankful for it, and I'll do all my best to try and continue to capture these numbers. I was also thinking about doing live streams with family, Jennifer, Mom. You seen I did some videos with Jennifer and JC and Mom. It was kind of difficult working with Mom and JC because I feel like there was some sort of like barrier. We couldn't quite flow. Maybe if I was in the same room with them, it might work a bit better. The Incredible Hulk Topic says, "Hey Charlie, have you still thought about the ghost in the pool house that you caught a few years ago?" Man, there was some weird shit going on in the pool house. I told you it was like some kind of like weird dripping or something near the door that kind of like would spook me out at night. Extreme, yeah. Well, I don't want to talk too much crap. Matter of fact, I had me and Isaac's already talked. Isaac's all cool. So he says Isaac's probably so mad that you and Michael are bros again. Nah, Isaac messaged me, saying, "Hey man, congratulations. Sorry about the past, blah blah blah." And I responded back kind of in kind. You know what I mean? Nothing big. Nothing crazy, we're not trying to come out here and be tag team, or anything like that, you know what I mean? But, privately, we did kind of have our own squashing of the beef, as it were, so. Nah, everybody's cool, man. It feels like everything is good. And I don't mind talking a little shit and flaming up a little beef every now and again, for some content, as far as we know how far to take it. But, we're all damn getting along here. What's that? I missed it. Albert's spamming me again. Says, "Can you react to the Charlie Chill Archives channel titled called Michael Gets Stoned Part 1 and finish the story one day with Michael as well?" Okay, that might be something interesting. I've seen a few people actually kind of also suggest that I retell the Getting High story, and it kind of sucks, man, because I was a real drunk asshole. I was a real drunk asshole in that story, man. Didn't I tell that? Did we tell that story? I'm not sure if we told that story before, but it's kind of a bad story on me, man. But you know what? I don't mind telling these stories and sharing, like these fucked up sides of me and my history, my past, because I'm sure many of you, I ain't the only one who gets fucked up and does fucked up shit. Excuse my language. I like to get fucked up, do some fucked up shit. Cute story, goober. But I mean, like if you're able to be honest and open about it, and truly contrite and show that you've learned, from your mistakes and grown from those, mistakes. That's what self-help is. Well, not self-help. That's what therapy is all about. And counseling and shit. And I'm all about helping other people. Especially if my mess ups, you know what I mean, can be for a gain, for a good, well, you say take those negatives and you turn them into positives. So the real Ali the Great says, are you hyped for GTA 6? The pre-orders drop next Thursday. Maybe. That depends on how much the pre-orders are. Was it $100? I might get it. I don't know. I kind of feel kind of wrong. You know what I mean? Like pre-ordering a video game when I ain't got a job. Kind of, like whenever I could be saving that money towards like a vlog, towards a trip somewhere or a light bill, God forbid, the price of damn electricity is going through the fucking roof. Calm 3194 says, what is your favorite video game? Fallout is mine. Man. So, like, I guess if you could say all-time favorite video game, shit, I might have to say Skyrim. I've been playing Skyrim since 2011. I probably beat it 3 or 4 times. Yeah, and it's my go-to game. I bought, like they've remastered it, and when they remastered it, it was so great, dude. It's like, oh my goodness, like. They've actually remastered a bunch of games, but when they remastered Skyrim for me, it was just like almost like playing a whole new game all over again. I've got so many stories, man, memories. Skyrim. One of my favorite things is to get I haven't got him yet this go around, but Cicero is my favorite follower, dude, and I love it. Just sitting in these little castles and these little caves, and like the music that plays, whenever you're just still and you're idle, and it's like a real eerie type music, but real quiet, and you can see the glittering of the rocks all in the caves, and then Cicero, he's back behind you, and he's telling these stupid little limericks and rhymes, you know what I mean, that are just eerie and funny. Charburst says, I missed the ghost videos from the pool house era, and you need to react to Charlie escapes from jail prank. Well, I'm like, check it out. So I would like to do some more ghost videos, some more spiritual spirit content, but I've got to remember that, like, I'm playing with like real powers and real energies, and to not like troll the dead, or Lenny, what are you doing, buddy? You ain't trying to come in my room and take a dump, are you? You want to go outside? Let me put my kitty outside. My half-dead cat, Lenny. He reminds me of church. You gotta go potty, Lenny? You gotta go potty? No, I guess not. I would pick up Lenny and introduce him to you guys, but I just know that as soon as I do, he's gonna sneeze all over me, dude, and he's got bloody boogers. He's a zombie cat. I just don't got the money to take him to a vet, but we still crush up little meds and feed them to him, and then we got they're allergy immunity type little chews, candies or treats for cats. We feed that a lot to him too. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to some more spooky videos, graveyards and abandoned places, man. There's of course there's that abandoned asylum right there in Columbia. I'd love to try and get Michael back into there. Milledgeville is right there in Georgia. We got a couple of months before Halloween hits. I'd like to try that. And you just don't know, man. Like as far as how the views continue to go, subscriber views, what other kind of videos that I can collaborate with Michael or Tina or Albert. Albert, he wants to be a part of my life so bad. I'm gonna have to be Albert's daddy. in a couple of videos or something. Teach him how to drive. Does Albert know how to fucking drive? I'll take Albert and drive, and I'll help him get his fucking permit, and I'll teach him how to fish and how to pull his pants up. I'll teach you how to wipe your ass. How about that shit, boy? Talk about some content. And yeah, you know what I mean? I feel like those type of videos, man, might create generate the buzz and income, man, that can help us get into places like Penhurst Asylum. You know what I mean? Like some real legit spooky shit. You know what I mean? But it's just going to take a certain dynamic, like catching lightning in a bottle, growth and effort, restraint. You know what I mean? It's going to take a certain amount of restraint in some cases, you know, especially on my part. And yeah, just remember to have fun. Overall, man, it's all about having fun, dude. You know, growth, especially with family, you know, family and friends, dude. Because like I said, I was working at that plant, man, for 6 years, and damn, freaking and damn, like I was just not happy, dude. Like I wasn't living life. I was making a decent paycheck, but I was just going to work angry every day. Looked past. You know, I told you that me and the boss, we had history. We had bad blood. That the boss had bad blood with Erica, you know, and that they fucked her over real good, and they were fucking me over real good, you know, for you know, teachers' pets and shit, and for other motherfuckers that were slicing, you know, their coworkers' throats and stuff, you know. And then also, you know, I got my earbuds in and I'm listening to all this crazy shit and on freaking Fox News and Ian Carroll, Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, and then fucking, you know, Joe Rogan and ABC News and fucking, the world was just blowing the fuck up around me, dude. And I'm just sitting there, just sinking in it. You know, I'm collecting a check, and it was also like I'm working for Skynet too, because I feel like there's a big part of a big threat to our future comes from AI. You know, if not threat, then a major shift and change in our reality. You know what I mean? And it's going to come through AI, and that's it. That's what I did all day. Was I built louvers, air units, basically, vents for big ass data centers that are being erected at an empty lot near you. Maybe not an empty lot, man. They're taking over. Yeah, all kinds of eminent domain, all kinds of family land, and just wherever it's gonna fit. Well, I heard that damn Georgia's basically one big AI center now, you know. So you know, like I felt like that was a big threat, you know what I mean, or is a big threat to our futures and shit, you know. And I'm like, I'm sitting here contributing to it, you know, for a paycheck nonetheless. I mean, not even to really live my life. Like me and Erica were able to go out 5 weeks out of a year, you know what I mean, just to damn, you know, for vacation, you know. And it was bad, man. Like I just was just wanting more, needing more. But I wasn't going to quit my job. Like I wasn't going to quit my job though. Like I was just stuck in the suck, and then just seemed like something just happened. Something that I fucked up on, something that I do every single day. Had been doing every single day for about 3 years. Population more. Hi, Charles. My name is Wyatt. I enjoyed the videos. Thank you, man. Tiffany says they're trying to put a data center in our tiny little town in Georgia. Everyone's been protesting about it, like all along the coast too. You know, Georgia, down to South Carolina, all in Beaufort. Yeah, man. Like, you know, And it's interesting because in one aspect, you know what I mean? Like, we don't want the data centers being owned and operated across seas or in any other country. Like, it's like we want to be in control of the data centers, I guess. But it's not like we are anyway. Shady Jeff says, "Yo, Charlie, love the shirt. I'm a Misfits fan myself. Thank you, brother." Tool is the shit, man. I love my hard rock. I like the Misfits too. Admittedly, I don't know a lot of Misfits stuff. You know, I hadn't really. I like the music. I like the style. But I hadn't really I couldn't tell you any of the songs. You know what I mean? Like, because they all probably kind of sound similar. You know, being that punk rock vein. But do they? Like, how many different lead singers and different bandmates has Misfits gone through? I think they had a couple of different lead singers. Wasn't Danzig one of the singers with Misfits at one time? And I love Tool, man. Tool is my shit, dude. Maynard is one of the all-time great vocalists. Not so much his last stuff. What, Penumbra or Invincible? Was that their last album? Man, they just came in so hard, dude. With like, was it Opium? That's one of the albums. Opium, Undertow. I think Undertow was their first album, I think, perhaps. And then of course the other ones with Schism and all them. And it's crazy because like back in '96, like they came out with that album, and Schism was Sober Schism. Oh man, I can't even think about it right now. But I remember I even had the album and I had the shirt. And the album, it had this thing where if like you took out the inside and you turned it around, and you took out the inside cover or whatever, and you flipped it around and you put it back in here, and this had like a 3D holograph thing. And if you did that number there, this motherfucker, it was a dude with his freaking legs behind his head. And he was blowing himself. And I was like, what the fuck is this? You know, and then I even had the Tool shirt, Tool on the front, and then on the back was the white image of the dude with his legs behind his head and stuff. And I think I rocked it for a little bit until I realized what it really was, what was going on. And then I was just like, okay, man, fuck this. It was just too weird for me at the time. You know what I mean? But it's weird because I navigated to Marilyn Manson in his head, you know, who ended up taking his ribs out so he can blow himself, which ain't true, but we all believed it was true though, didn't we? Joseph Barrett says, I fell in love with Fear Inoculum. Did you really, man? Like, you know what? I am liking it more. Whenever Fear Inoculum first came out, dude, it was just like there was such long intros and endings and intermissions, you know what I mean? Like it was very instrumental psychedelic rock. And I gotta be honest with you, I wasn't really so much into the psychedelics whenever Fear Inoculum first came out. You know, I still don't mess with them too much anymore. I don't mess with them too much anymore, but I did have my brief period there where I was big into the mushrooms and just exploring myself and figuring out who the hell I am, you know. And it really opened my eyes to like, yeah, Fear Inoculum, a whole bunch of different movies and stuff that I didn't really get into when I was younger. Wolf City J says, is Michael in the camper now? Nah, Michael's done came and gone. He came and got his content. We had our fun, and he had to head back home for the kids, man. Y'all saw Mia lost her first tooth. How beautiful was that, huh? And that little pop that came, that was just so satisfying, man, for me. fan page, WWE fan page. I'm listening to it right now. Tool and WWE. How awesome is that? Let me tell you what, bro. One of my favorite things right now. Somebody just said something about shrooms that I wanted to say too. My guy is big into mushrooms and DMT. He is a shaman. I've never messed with DMT. I'm not so sure if I want to, bro. It's a little hard, and it don't last long neither, right? And also, they say that these fucking that these beings and spirits can attach to you from the DMT realm or whatever. Now, who knows? They're talking about mapping the DMT realm, but but who knows? But I want to get back into Tool and WWE. One of my favorite things, man. The other day, I put it on a TLC match, man. With it was SummerSlam. With all three, my boys, the Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian, and then the Dudleys, man. And man, it was just such a vibe, dude. I had such a good time just watching that old wrestling, you know, getting them vibes and just watching those guys just put on just such a performance, man. You know, I was like, holy shit, that was back when wrestling really was wrestling, man. And then, of course, at the freaking end, Edge and Christian had to win. How many TLCs did Edge and Christian win? That was always the fucking worst for me, dude. Edge and Christian were always taking home the damn gold. Void, what's up, man? Thank you so much for dropping that 20-piece on me. Says, finally, 8 years later, AGP up there making Sunday dinner for all of you. And you want to know something even more serendipitous than that, dude, is the fact that it happened on Father's Day weekend. Michael didn't even know it. I told him yesterday. I said, bro, Father's Day is tomorrow, or Father's Day is this weekend. And he's like, what the fuck away? Huh? Father's Day, yeah. So how about that, man? Cheers to all you fathers out there holding it down for your kids, you know, for the family, sacrificing, you know, imparting your wisdom upon your seed as your father has imparted it upon you, you know. Ow. Much love to you, man. This is for the men. And this ain't for the women. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This ain't for the women out there that are like, Father's Day is for the women too. Nuh-uh. For single mothers too. Nuh-uh. You got Mother's Day. Father's Day is for that dude that you had the kids with that ain't around for either his reason or your reason. I ain't trying to get any kind of specialty on Mother's Day. I ain't letting no dude slide on Mother's Day. No, I'm kidding. If that's what you want to do it. I'm just joking. Holy shit. You know, it just makes me laugh sometimes when you see that. And then you'll see like a single mom, you know what I mean, that you know is a hoochie. You know she done ran off damn Albert's daddy. And she's got so much shit to say. Daddy, even though you know it's her fault that daddy ain't in the damn picture. And then you just like, you know, like, man, come on, really? Just makes you laugh a little bit. I'm not even sure that's really Albert, man. That's probably just some damn troll or something that tries to kick up some shit or whatever. It's okay. I don't even think it's really Albert, honestly. I think it's somebody just joking around. Matter of fact, if Albert was around, I'd probably give him a wrench. I'd probably let him be a moderator in here. Have some fun with it. But if he started damn deleting people and shit, well then of course, you know, I'd have to damn take that bitch away. And then thinking that, would it even be right to give? Could I give Albert a wrench? You think Albert would respect a wrench in my shit, or you think he just go around fucking busting windows in my house? Ha, Chrissy. My friend Chrissy says no. Ace Man says it couldn't hurt. Oh, James Foster says don't hurt your brother. It's okay, Chrissy. He says, don't hurt your brother. I don't trust you. It's okay. 843 Daniel. I feel like I know that name. On Twitter. Hit me up on Twitter, man. I don't want to just like give you the wrench, like pay for. I just can't just let people pay for wrenches. I don't, Hit me up on Twitter though. Let's talk a little bit. Most of the people, well, everybody that I have moderated on my channel, I know. We go back. Void, thank you so much. Says I missed you. Also, you need to check your messages. Okay. Chrissy says I need to check my messages. Oh, what? What the hell are you talking about? Oh, Chrissy, what's she here? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, Ray, I am the fucking worst. I can't keep a secret for shit. 843 Daniel says, I have you on my other account. I finally got my main back. I texted you. It's basically my name on here. Huh. My dude Justin Bobinski in the house. He was dropping all that damn money on me the other night. He said he's trying to donate, but he can't for some reason. They done told you didn't hit your limit, Justin. They're like, man, are you sure? That's like the bartender shutting you off, man. He's like, all right, you've had enough, man. 3 drink minimum. I appreciate it though, Justin. Hit that limit. And matter of fact, I'm trying to set up a FaceTime with Justin for tomorrow. So, kind of something a little special, something little face-to-face talk with him, since the least I can do, since he donated all that damn money, which will go to a great place, which is very much appreciated and I'm very thankful of. Let me see here. I see what you mean. I see what you mean, Chrissy. Okay. I see what you mean, Chrissy. My girl, Chrissy. I don't see any. Oh, there you go. Boo, 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 boo. Okay. You look like a real person. Who are you talking shit to? You still can't beat us in the playoffs, he said to nobody in particular. That's awesome. Richard Knight says, when you got your phone out, can you call Michael, please, and talk to him? I don't know if I want to bother Michael like that right now. Void dropped another $5 on me, said, check your Facebook messages. Oh, you know what? I got a filtered section in Facebook. That's crazy. I wonder. There's like, I don't know if I don't want to go showing pictures and stuff. Like that's not your picture, is it? That's a pretty cool damn picture right there. Summers Media says, send me $5. Says, yo, Charlie, send this to Tina to do some local. I had a couple people that sent me some money privately to get me to send to Tina to get her to slide through some tuna fish the other day. It was so funny, man. And they gave me the money, so I did it. Dayton Graham dropped another 20 bomb on me, man. Holy shit. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that, dude. Live says, when's your next video coming out? Well, I didn't, like I said, I didn't do too much recording with Michael because, I wanted to kind of hang out privately and chat it up. And and he had some content he wanted to shoot. You know what I mean? So, Justin, he says the prophecy has been fulfilled. Looks like YouTube wasn't ready for me to switch accounts. Those motherfuckers are like, no, Justin, give us your money. I would think that they would be just let whoever send whatever. You know what I mean? Like, because they're getting their percentage. You know what I mean? Which is far too much, in my opinion. Mitchell Lowe dropped a 5-bomb. Says, who's your top 5 favorite WWE wrestlers of all time? He says, Stone Cold, The Rock, Undertaker, HBK, CM Punk. Obama Femi is getting there, though. How the hell is Oba Femi getting there for you, man? Like all he does is just pick people up and drop them, right? Like, does he have how much? Does he even have 1% of the athleticism that HBK in his prime? You know? Or The Rock. The Rock was so electrifying, man. Holy crap. The Rock and Stone Cold have some of the best matches I've ever seen in my life. And The Rock is like one of the best on the microphone. The Rock, HBK, Stone Cold. I got to throw in Cactus Jack in there. The Rock, HBK, Stone Cold, Cactus Jack, and hell, The Undertaker. I guess I'll go with The Undertaker too, man. He spanned generations. He electrified the shit out of me. I'll never forget the Undertaker and Yokozuna match. Whenever Yokozuna fucking dunked Undertaker into the casket, and they were pushing Undertaker's casket down the ramp or whatever, and then all of a sudden, like, the lights went out, and then the Titantron popped up, and all of a sudden it was like a camera of the Undertaker in the casket, and then he woke up, and all of a sudden, like, lightning hit through the arena, and it's all cornball shit, but it still carries with me, man. It imprinted on me at a young enough age, and then all of a sudden the Undertaker rose up above the Titantron, and he was rising. Dude, I'm getting chills right now all down my legs and shit. And Undertaker was the shit, man. The way he can damn jump over the ropes at people, the way he could walk on the ropes and shit like that. Like, man, Justin, holy shit, making it, turning shit red up in here, man. Says, gotta head out and take care of some things. It's great seeing you and your brother back at it. Damn right, man. Looking forward to the next few vids of y'all. Have a great night, y'all. Appreciate you, man. And hey, dude, hit me up on Messenger. We got to Sunday works good for you. I'm not exactly sure what me and Erica are going to be doing, but hey, we can set up a FaceTime anywhere, wherever I'm at, whether it's here or in town somewhere, and we'll definitely hang out and get to know each other a little better, dude. Personally, you know what I mean? Because that type of money just doesn't deserve to go unnoticed. You know what I mean? And unappreciated. And it does mean a lot. I want you to know that. And I want to try to earn it too. Also, my dude over here that's dropped quite a few 20s, Dayton Graham. You know what I mean? He's just sitting here just dropping some money and not even leaving any comments or whatever. He's probably dropped about a damn $100 himself, man. And I just want to just say thank you again to Dayton Graham. And then who else here, man? Justin, yeah, he dropped that 20 on me, man. Dropped $120 freaking dollars on me, dude. That's damn shit. That's a vacation right there. That's at least one night, at a 4-star hotel, huh? Which we have our cab, our hotel though, I pull my home behind me like a turtle. Summers Media, thank you so much. Been a fan since AGP PS5. Since he broke the PS5, did Grandpa break a PS5 or did he break the PS4? What's that? What's that? Dude, I build amplifiers. You sit and be a shrimp dick. I'm sorry. I mean, hey, I've got this opportunity. If you've got the content and shit like that, and you think that you can entertain and be a part of the grandpa community, and you can contribute to it, hell, come on in, come on down, bro. We'll do some videos together, man. I'll help you set up your own YouTube channel and shit. Help you entertain the masses yourself, you know. Or if you can, if all you can do is build amplifiers, then build the best amplifier that you can build, man. Honestly, dude. And you can be mad at me. That's fine, dude. Like I was never mad at any of the YouTubers or live streamers that I listened to while I was at work, you know. But if you want to be mad at me, I don't know if he's talking to me or not. But if not, then I apologize. Whatever. Austin. Well, damn, man. I got fired officially, I got fired for violating OSHA safety, dude. It's the worst shit. So I operated a miter saw, in which I cut I cut aluminum extrusions into, you know, various lengths and angles. In some instances, I would turn it and angled and yada yada. And at the end of every day, you've got to clean your miter saw with, you know, blowers and pneumatic tools. 843 Daniel, much love, says built my TikTok to 25,000. Did you really, brother? Here, I'm gonna go ahead and add you as a moderator, man. You keep dropping that damn money on me, man. I appreciate it. You didn't earn. You didn't buy your way into that. I'm hooking you up because I'm saying screw it. I feel like I've seen your face around a good little bit. Void dropped another $10 bomb. Hey, Void, which one did you tell me to fucking check? Oh yes, and I'm also telling my story about the miter saw. So damn, at the end of every day, you've got to lock your saw down, and then you got to clean it out with bench brushes and pneumatic tools. And I'm the only one that locks his saw down at the end of every day. Matter of fact, when we first got on the saws, I was one of the first people that they put on the fucking saw. But whatever. Excuse me. Somebody got hurt at the company a couple of years ago, and then they rushed it all through, you know, had to sign all these papers. Oh, this is how you lock out the saws, blah, 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 blah. Here, sign here that you understand. And we're like, fuck it, you know. We just went ahead and signed it because to kind of help the company and cover their asses. Void says Facebook. And we just signed it just to cover their asses, you know, which it did cover their asses efficiently. Nobody ever really locked their saws out, but I just did it because the boss man had a hard on for me and was just looking for any reason to stick it up my ass. Let me see here. Chats, people. Damn it. Where do I go to unseen, filtered? For some reason, I can't figure this out. And anyway, so anyway, I lock my saw out every day, and but I don't lock it out all the way fully. I would, and this is where they said I violated OSHA standards. You know, was where when you lock your saw out, you got to have your lock, and then you've got your lockout tag out procedure, and then you got your tag with your name on it and your badge number. Where the fuck do I damn find the filtered? Mother shit balls. There we go. Message request. Okay, I got you, bud. Dude, is there a random cat in my house looking for some food? Did you hear that just now? Haha, Summers Media says you're getting old. Figure it out. I'm an old fucking man. What the fuck? What is the message request? But you know what it is, man? They keep updating my shit. They're constantly updating shit. So damn, yeah, you never fucking are fully damn comfortable with what they're doing or how they're doing it. You know what I mean? So like, part of it is damn, yeah, my old ass, and then part of it is damn them damn switching shit up constantly, man. If it ain't broke, don't fucking fix it. You know. Pretty soon they're going to have all this shit just like attached straight to our damn heads anyway. What's up? What up? Anybody seen the new scary movie? I heard it sucks big balls. The peak of human evolution. Why do we say the world is your oyster when they're nearly impossible to open? Because that's the way of the world, man. Just like the world, man. The world is your oyster, man. If you want something out of that bitch, you got to pry that motherfucker open and get it. You got to be real squirrely about it. You know? Or it was probably just some pampered ass bullshit, man. Some little damn Rothschild, you know, set it at a table one day, you know, while he had a fucking plate of damn prepared oysters for him with the pearl still gleaming nice and shiny in the middle of his suck soup. Summer Media says, don't waste your money on Scary Movie. I heard it was bad, man, and it breaks my heart too, because you know I loved part 1 and part 2. I'm not gonna lie, man. Those two, the first two were just so great. And I thought part 2 more than part 1, but I'm starting to think differently now that maybe part 1 might be better than part 2. Void says the new Scary Movie wasn't terrible. It was okay. So there we go. He says it was funny as hell. Summer said that it started out great and then went to ass. Oh, what's that? Marlena says Backrooms was great. What exactly was Backrooms again? Oh. E.T. Live. Is your name Clinton? Your name Rockefeller? I'm just going to assume that was one of Grandpa's lines. He used to say that shit all the time, especially the Rockefeller. I feel like I heard the Clinton line off of one of his videos. Which one was that off of? Damn it. Richard added me on Facebook. Thank you so much. I'm at 5,000 friends though already, so I'm not going to be able to really friend anybody up until I go through and kind of weed the garden a bit. But you can definitely follow me, and I really do appreciate it. Armani, what's good, brother? Just got back from the gym. Just sore from the gym. I need to get back to it, man. I've been slacking, dude. I've got a little bit. Yeah, I've done lost my form, man. I got some. It's not good, dude. I've got to. Losing what I've worked so hard for. Residuals, thank you so much. Says good to see you're doing well, Charlie. Much love. Yeah, dude, just kind of just doing my thing, staying positive, staying hopeful. Looking forward to this new adventure, man. Like shit, we're almost at 10,000 subscribers now. Where we at? 9,666 subscribers, bro. Oh my goodness, man. Almost at 10,000. And back in the good graces with the fam, popular more. Thank you so much. Dropped $1.99 on me. Volsik says, Daddy chill. Daddy chill. Daddy chill. What the hell is even that? Oh, shit. I'm about to be Grandpapa chill, man. Fucking going all bald and gray and getting old and shit, man. I'm not the young Charlie Chill that y'all remember, though. Even though I feel like I look better now than I did back in those days. My boy Junior in the house. What's up, Junior? How you doing today? Today, Junior? Cornbread in the house. Oh God. Yeah. ET Live says, Charlie, have you seen what's going on with Jesse?
I just seen a big old fox in the yard. I bet you that's what got Willie and Nina's chickens.
Really? Where'd you see the fox?
Right in our backyard, and he crossed over right there to the neighbor's stuff.
Really? Yeah. Oh man, there's been some murders in the hen house. A sneak getting in the hen house eating chicken late at night. I was wondering if it was me. Bad Moon Rising, American Werewolf in the Appalachians. But come to find out, man, there's a fox that's running around loose. Summers Media dropped a bomb on me. Thank you so very much. Cove Boy says, I think your dad is looking down at you, smiling and happy to see you all making peace and amends. He would be proud of the man that you become. Oh, excuse me. Damn. I think so too, man. I think dad's up there right now eating crawfish and coconut cake. You know, happier than a pig eating shit, as he would say. You know, and I feel his good graces raining down upon me, man. Void dropped another 10 spot on me. Damn, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that shit, dude. Damn. Making some money tonight. Woo! Yeah! Hell yeah, dude. What are we going to do with all this damn money? What you going to do with all that cash? All that cash that's for your ass. I'm gonna scare my ass. What are we going to, what is scary? Well, it's actually July still right now, so this will be August. Erica wants to still go camping somewhere. Have you booked? Is Erica listening to me? Have you booked anything for Hunting Island? Or I'd like to find somewhere maybe closer to Charleston or something in like August or September. I wanted to try to go down for the 4th of July and do a 4th of July in Charleston with the family or whatever. But apparently Michael's doing something with Keemstar. I guess Keemstar's getting married for the 4th of July or whatever. So Michael's choosing Keemstar over his family. No, I'm kidding. They've already made that plan. I'm not. Let's not start no bullshit there. Just jokes. But yeah. So I think Mom and JC are actually going to be coming up here for the 4th of July, which is so crazy, guys, because there's going to be a freaking Elvis impersonator downtown for the 4th of July. I've got to come up with some really good grandpa lines. I've got to go through and watch some damn grandpa videos where he hates Elvis and really work in some grandpa memories into Mom enjoying her Elvis impersonator. Maybe I'll go up to the impersonator and throw some grandpa content at him. But yeah, Mom wants to go sliding rock like she did back when she was a young girl back in her days, reliving some old memories. I think you guys would appreciate that. Vusic says, did Mike stay in your camper? They tried to stay in my camper. I ended up fucking with them. I ended up making sure that they couldn't really stay in that camper, which Bridget didn't want to anyway, you know. So I figured, why not go ahead and fuck with them? They weren't going to stay with their wishy-washy asses, Michael's bougie ass. How much did he freaking spend on that Airbnb in Gastonia? Like, he really could have just gave that money to me, Bo. And I would have you would have had a good time over here. Weed said, could they both fit? They both squeezed themselves into there. I think it might have been part of the reason why they weren't really going to stay there. I didn't expect him to stay anyway. I expected him to make some content out of it. And I figured, why not go ahead and try to squeeze in? I should have recorded myself. I really should have recorded myself out there fucking with them while they were in the camper. You know, like say, since you don't know where the line of reality and the line of fantasy begins and ends with Michael neither, though, you know, I figured I'd go ahead and damn not take it so seriously and fuck with him myself. as well. So y'all are going to see me doing some kind of outlandish things. Part of it, I know that Michael wants it. Part of it is YouTube. Part of it is me, fucking with them, kind of very much grandpa. And I think it's so awesome too, man, because like part of me is like, man, I kind of get kind of crazy in some of these videos. In these next couple of videos, man, I kind of get a little spastic. I kind of have a little fun. I kind of go a little angry grandpa with it a little bit. But you know what? And it's so weird because I'm like, you guys are so used to me, like, being calm and honest and open and real with you guys in my videos. You know what I mean? That I hope that it doesn't like throw you off, in the kid behind a camera videos and content, but then I realized that, that it was the same way with grandpa, you know what I mean? Like grandpa had his angry grandpa channel and they would just do like the wildest, craziest stuff, you know what I mean? To make you laugh, to bring you in on grandpa's channel, like the angry grandpa channel. But when it came to grandpa's corner, you know what I mean? It's basically almost kind of like this right here. And where I grab the camera and I'm just telling you how I'm feeling and sharing with you, just whatever's in my room that I'm whatever I'm into by the day, old memories, cooking, uncut, unedited, no music, just me, raw, and I realized that it was the same way with Dad, with his grandpa channel and then his grandpa's corner. It almost feels like the same thing. You know what I mean? Like with my presence on Kid Behind a Camera, and then my YouTube channel here. With the Outsiders. And I don't try to be like my dad. You know what I mean? I just find myself reminding myself of my dad in so many ways, dude. Just in so many from the smallest ways to like big, unpredictable ways that I don't really even notice at first. You know what I mean? Until sometimes you step back from your bubble, you know what I mean? And you look, That's why Cornbread, where am I seeing Cornbread USA keeps throwing it out there. Much love to my dude Cornbread USA. How are you doing tonight, man? Richard Knight says, when is your next video? You guys aren't going to believe this, but like I did a video today. Erica is very much into like the whole like extraterrestrial contact with aliens and entities and spirits not of this world and or of this earth or this realm. And she's actually got in contact with somebody else from a couple of towns over in Kings Mountain who is also into like the extraterrestrial and the alien and is been posting stuff on Kings Mountain Facebook and also on TikTok of like alien videos and drones and stuff like that, which I got to tell you, Kings Mountain is home to the world's largest lithium mine, guys, which has recently reopened and is back in full production. And part of me feels like they might be trying to scare people off of their land on Kings Mountain. So I think part of it's almost like a village type thing where, they would dress up like monsters and scare people into staying. I feel like they're trying to scare people into leaving out on Kings Mountain. But this girl, she really believes that she's seeing aliens and stuff. And Erica is contacted her and I'm not going to sit there and call the girl completely crazy. I don't know, but I went out there. We documented some of it today. 843 Daniel, much love, says you should make AGP hamburger pie. That'd be nice. I might try that one day. I might without the chunky tomato. I can't do that. And I'll try not to destroy the kitchen in the process because Erica has done a lot of work in the kitchen. But what do y'all think about that? Mike says, watch Fire in the Sky. True story out of Arizona. I remember Fire in the Sky when it first came out a long time ago, back in like 93, 94. It had the sickest movie poster with that guy just being caught by the beam of light and lifted, dude. It was the craziest. And I'll never forget whenever he got brought in and put into one of them pods, and then he was pulling himself out of like that fucking rubbery, slimy goo. Corbin, thank you so much. Says, did y'all fix things? Will y'all talk more now? You know, man, matter of fact, I'm talking to Michael like right now. He sent me a message earlier talking about thanks for, let's getting things back together. If you ever feel like you like things are off track or whatever, call me or I'll call you. Fuck it, I'll call you. Our egos are shouldn't be too big where we can't fix things. And yeah, we're talking like privately and shit again, man. It's almost like brothers again. And even more so because like before we didn't really talk so much. Like we lived separate lifestyles, you know what I mean? Like Michael, he was a lot younger than me, and he was always on dad's side, and doing the whole flea market thing, yada, yada, and I was all about, man, living out in the streets, dude. Drugs, fucking gangs, fucking stealing, fighting, partying. Damn. And I'm glad that Michael steered away from that. You know what I mean? I'm so glad that Michael didn't. And Michael actually, I fucked up so bad that Michael, kept Michael straight for the longest time. It's interesting to hear Michael now like smoking and getting drunk. Like he's more into that shit now than I am. Like, isn't that some shit? Like, but I just know that I can't get back to drinking whatsoever. Like I will just completely fall all the way off. I'll never get my shit back. You know what I mean? Isn't that something, 843 Daniel? That's crazy though. Yeah, Michael's the new Charlie Chill. Michael's the new Charlie Chill, getting fucked up, doing fucked up shit. Drum King, much love to you, brother. You rock, dude. Right there. Check it out. Talking about rocking. What do you think about Drum King? What do you think about an 843 Daniel? Do y'all like what do y'all think of Rockstar? What do y'all think of the Mark Wahlberg Rockstar with Steel Dragon? He was in the Steel Dragon cover band, and then ended up taking the place of the guy that actually the lead singer and stuff, and thought that he had his own ideas. Oh, where did my dude go? We're back over here. And then ended up thinking that he had his own ideas and got kicked out of the band and ended up doing his own thing, turned into like an Eddie Vedder. Cornbread said he needs you. We need each other, man. You know what I mean? Like, like we can't be so blind to the fact that, man, I've got 351 people here watching me now, where before me and Michael were good, I was, 150, the views have gone up. I'm hoping that I can help Michael get the views back up on his channel. Like I said, he kind of put that channel back on the back burner, for locale. I'm not talking any shit, they've seemed to have made the money and the views on that shit for sure. Jackson Bilkis, thank you so much, man. Says, glad to see you back with your family. As Metallica said, nothing else matters. And hey, Erica, didn't you walk down the aisle to Nothing Else Matters? Metallica was actually our wedding song. Yeah, for me and Erica. And she said that she would think about me back in those days when she saw me running around from hotel to hotel, from couch to couch. What's up, Storko Cat? Storko Cat in the house. How are you doing tonight? Cornbread USA says you're awesome, man. I suffer from this inadequacy, man, because I don't feel good enough, man. But I'm hoping that you all connect to like the flaws within me. Like I'm not perfect. I'm not alpha mogging. I'm not a PewDiePie. Is it PewDiePie? Actually, PewDiePie did it right. He retired. He said, fuck it. And he went on and had a family and shit in Alaska and stuff. Vusic, much love. 499 says, remember when AGP would rage out when you would play GTA 5 all day? I hate that, man. Because, like, man, dude, man, there's a certain amount of shame that comes with that, bro. Because, like, I failed him in those days, dude. He brought me in to watch the kids, and I did to a certain extent, you know. But I could have bonded with Dad so much more in those days. I could have did so much more for him in those days, you know, when I was just sitting around the house playing video games and vlogging, you know, when I could have been like learning from him, you know, doing stuff for him. I feel like Dad didn't necessarily want me to have a YouTube channel at the time, though. Lathan, Locale is ass. Keemstar is a creep. Y'all said it, not me. I ain't trying to start shit with nobody. You know, like I don't watch it for an opinion. Actually, I do. Like, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, they built Locale around, you know, like the drama and the anger and the fighting and stuff, you know, and I mean, I guess there's a certain, you know. There is a certain, you know, audience for that. You know, everyone loved Jerry Springer. You know, I love me some Jerry Springer. Holy shit! I still like to go back and watch some of the old episodes on like Rowdy on Amazon Prime has a live TV now. What's this? Derek says, Mike and Keemstar, please put this man on a show ASAP. He'd be perfect for it. But I just don't know what I would do, man. You know, like I don't really want to talk too much shit about people. Void dropped a 5-bomb on me. Thank you so much. Like I don't want to like debase myself. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to build, you know, I'm trying to become, you know. And they're all about like the leaderboards over there. You know what I mean? They really are. And who is it? I ain't trying to compete anybody, especially what, Yo Mama? I especially ain't trying to compete against Yo Mama. Let that dude have it. He's I like that guy. Like they're all sitting there spanking each other, and then he seems to be like at the top of the pack, like schooling them all. And then he's got like his OBS system, and he wears his outfits and stuff, and he's got his jokes and stuff. And I've got too much of a checkered past, you know what I mean, that I'm trying to overcome. Well, you know, whether there's some real shit in there, there's also a bunch of lies in there and shit, you know what I mean? You know which is which. You know, I've sat up here and I've fought the good fight and defended my name and my history for long enough. Christina, thank you so much. Let me go back up here real quick. Christina, love you. 505. Thank you so much for that dollar. I got a dollar. Yeah, look, I see Yo Mama is amazing. Very entertaining. A lot of people love Yo Mama, and I ain't trying to like put myself in any sort of like battle arena where people are gonna damn come at me, you know, with shit from my past, whether true or not. You know what I mean? Because there's a blend of both, you know, and it's just not good for my mental health, my emotional state, for my, you know, physical state, you know, spiritual, you know. We're trying to move past this shit, you know. Lathan says, which one of the boys joined the Marine Corps? I'm not sure, honestly. None of them. If they did, it didn't last long. Are you talking about one of the J's? Jimmy! I think Jimmy is actually joining maybe the Marines or the Navy or something. He's actually living with his father somewhere here in North Carolina now. And Jimmy's dad is a real good guy, man. He's got his priorities straight. He's got his head on his shoulders, and he's got a nice, stable environment in which Jimmy will be able to kind of base himself and root and grow and thrive. Hey,
Jenny
babe.
would be the only one to do it, but when Jacob was in Paris Island, Jenny was telling everybody.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Jacob was supposedly in Paris Island for a little bit. For a period. Actually, he was over there, wasn't he? Yeah, on some boot camp stuff or something. I wish the best for Jacob. I wish we could try to get him in some Job Corps or something like that. I don't know if he'd run away. I think Jacob could stick around a little bit more. Game Girl Forever says, is he still in SC? Jacob is actually, I think he's staying over there with Tina and them now. They got a whole stable of boys over there, man. They got a whole gang over there, man. They're probably terrorizing the shit out of Creekside. Y'all better keep them doors locked out there in Creekside. Holy shit. I'm joking halfway, but in a more real way. I'm not joking. Are they making enough money over there through locale or whatever to not get in trouble? Because like just human nature, man. Like if you're sitting around, you're not making any money, you need, you're gonna figure out a way to go get, and that's how I ended up landing a fucking felony on my record, because I didn't have a job but I still had habits. Hanging around the wrong crowd. Daniel says he lives like 30 seconds from Creekside. We better make sure that you got that Viper alarm system on your car set. How is it down there, actually? I'm halfway joking. I love you, Jacob. I love you, Johnny. And I heard Johnny is actually out there cutting grass and stuff, which is really awesome. And I really wish that, man, I could, what my big dream would be is that something would happen and it would explode on this channel, that we can connect in a way that just like would just create just a great amount of like wealth and opportunity, to like get some land and maybe some housing or something, give these boys like a certain amount of like stability to where that they can try and grow. You know what I mean? Latham, much love. Thank you so much. Says, imagine if you did a GTA 6 stream. That would be awesome, dude. I feel like I can keep my shit around. I feel like I can keep my shit together long enough to be around when GTA 6 comes out. Me and Michael could probably get together and play some GTA 6 or something. Ooh, I feel a certain amount of anxiety starting to pop up. And cracked open this other energy drink. Gamer Girl says you like to hear yourself speak. Wow, I love talking, man. I talk like what am I supposed to do here? Did they just really just say that? Were they talking to me or somebody else? They could not have been just talking to me. What am I supposed to do? Just sit here? Well, what was that? Ant and Pass. Well, whatever. Fuck you. Hey, Male's Paradise. Since you are sober and doing good now, do you see? Oh, your daughter. I don't see her, but I talk with her every now and again. We try to keep it on the hush. She doesn't want her mom to know that we talk. Apparently it would be kind of. Her mom would make it difficult on her, I guess. I hope I'm not speaking out of class right now, talking about it, but we briefly speak a little bit on a certain app. It's not as much as I would like, as I would hope, but I'll take whatever little bit I can get. I probably won't even get a happy Father's Day. You know what I mean? But that's not going to stop me from every now and again reaching out and saying, hey, I love you. I'm thinking about you. Hope you're doing well. You know what I mean? And, usually I'll get a little something back. You know what I mean? And I guess I got to be okay with that. I mean, I don't have to be okay with it, but... would I rather have nothing? So, she's probably not even watching. She's a real responsible young woman, man. Like, I can't even believe that she's my daughter, you know, that she's the same blood, you know, but then again, she was raised by somebody else other than me. So, Vusic says, it's sad Tina is losing. Oh no, don't make me say it. It's sad Tina is losing more hair, teeth, and legs. Well, she ain't got but one left, right? And two teeth. That's what happens when you get old, man, and you don't take care of yourself, bro. You gotta, you know, you start falling apart, man. Tina, you making all this money on local and shit, lady. You might need to damn start investing in yourself a little bit, man. Take care of yourself. You only got one you. Oh yeah, Dallas right. Those energy drinks will give you anxiety, Charlie. I had to stop drinking them because I got bad anxiety. How'd you stop? Man, I'm addicted to energy drinks, man. I'll start getting headaches and stuff if I can't. Damn, 10 man in the house. What's up, brother? Hey man, do you know how come you ain't got a wrench right there? What's that say? That's got it. Okay. Yeah, you're good. Okay. You're a managing moderator. Murder Clown Zeon says, how's the Americana Monster? It's good. Ultra, red, white, and blue raz. So it's got that raspberry taste, I guess, but it's also almost got like a cherry kind of flavor to it. Ooh, I love them. It's really good. And it was like, they come in 15 packs, like $25 for a 15 pack or whatever. So that's like right at $1.25 per energy drink. So it's Lucid N1Q says, love you, Charlie. Much love back to you. Much love back to all you, man. I want y'all to know, bro, that I genuinely, man, right here, man, love and respect and man, I'm flabbergasted, man. Like, unbelievable. I can't tell Erica, I'm like, I can't believe that people just like watching my shit. And I say shit because like I'm just like, I feel so inadequate with myself. Like I feel like I can't I feel like like I'm not producing the same type of content as like what y'all see out here, like the highly produced. There you go, Mr. Void. The more trusted wrenches, the merrier. Which actually, man, like I don't really have the hate like I used to. It's so wild, man, just to wake up and just not have that hate. You know, which has been it's been pretty good for a long time. You know, but I was just wondering how it was gonna be. You know, once we kind of buried the hatchet and started vlogging again. 843 Daniels says you deserve it. Thank you so much, man. I'm gonna have to tell myself more than I hear from other people. Lathan says, I know AGP is happy as hell seeing y'all in life right now, man. I know he's got to be, damn. You know, like I feel it. You know, like I can feel like, you know, like Dad's positive energy in me when I think about where I'm at in life, what we're doing, and how Dad would feel about it. You know, I get that good feeling in me. Or if shit's negative and I feel like how Dad would feel about it, and I get that negative feeling from me, I just know that Dad wouldn't like it, you know? And so I know that, you know, I get this, I think about how Dad would feel about me and Michael bringing it back together and shit, you know, and bringing us all together, you know, and getting along again. And it's a happy feeling, man. It's definitely a positive feeling in a way I can't describe. It's Lucid dropped 79 cents, man. Hell yeah. I'll take every damn penny, man. Thank you so much, man. Like Dad and Grandpa always said, if it's free, it's for me. Weed says, Charlie, want to say it one more time. Your home looks great. Thank you, man. Like, we've been working on it a lot, man. It got to a point, man, where Erica was just like, I'm just tired of this, you know. She's just like, we had this really janky Christmas tree, you know, and she had some kind of peel and stick wallpaper that was just peeling off and just looking like garbage and stuff. And I think she had eaten some shrooms with me. We had both eaten some shrooms together or whatever. And she had this just like enlightened experience, of the house. And she's like, I can't have it anymore. We've got to fix it. We just started painting and tearing out. Like the living room actually had like mirrors against the walls, like 70s style. All the mirrors came off, man. Paint went up. We put in new fixtures, lights, man. Like we really just threw ourselves into the house for a good year, and we're really happy with how it turned out, man. And Erica is really proud of it, so I'll tell her thank you. My cardboard box, man, much love to you. It says mushrooms. It's been a while since I've had any too. I think I might want to try some. I think it might be time for a good shaking of the snow globe, as it were. I tell you what I like to do too, man, is I'll eat me a good couple of grams or whatever, and then I like to go to sleep. I like to just snuzzle up because it's hard for me to like with the opening up and like the it's really hard to handle for me. So I've got to go to sleep and just kind of trip it out and just feel it out. I'll do that. I'm like, and I'll let go a little bit, and I'll squeeze it really tight and let loose. I'll squeeze it really tight and then let loose. And it feels good. And then I'll see stuff in my mind's eye and stuff, One time I was riding the back of a black dragon, as the wings just slowly rippled. And there was like these the brightest the lights, man, like little orbs of just every color light, man, on the back of the wings of this dragon, and they were just slowly pulsating, and I was just riding this black dragon for hours. And it was great, but that's how I got to do it. I got to snuggle up and I got to sleep it out, and then after a few hours, 3 or 4 hours, then I'll wake up and everything's popping. I'll watch a movie like I never watched it before. I watched 8 Mile one time on shrooms, and it was so mesmerizing. In a way it wasn't before, 843 Dran Daniel says, how's grandma doing? Haven't seen her in a while. I see her working, but haven't been over there. Grandma's struggling through it, man. Grandma ain't got much, and she's old and she's working at a fucking retail store, dick deep in North Charleston. Summers Media dropped $1 on me. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Volsic says, remember when AGP ate noodles out of the toilet? I do remember that. I remember him wanting to do that too so bad. I'm doing it. You feel it, goddammit. I'm like, man, whatever then. If that's Dad, if that's what he wants to do for content, go for it. And then he ended up eating out of it right after I took a shit. My cardboard box says, DMT, you see jesters. I heard about that. Little trolls. You see little trolls and little like sneakies. Jesters. And isn't the jester like one of like the one of the gatekeepers or something like that? And I hear you see the same people, and the same people see the same things, or different people see the same like jester and stuff. That's why I kind of don't want to do it. It's almost like you're peering into a certain darkness, you know what I mean, that peers back, And it's weird because all the tech bros, they love the DMT. All the guys that are creating this new AI that's going to freaking control our futures, they're all about this spirituality and the blending of spirit and machine and matrix, and it's very scary, dude. Void says, do you remember the false teeth drink? Bro, let me tell you what, man. I checked my fucking drink, bro. Whenever we all went out to eat after we had our little after we did our videos and stuff, we went to a Chinese restaurant, and just something just clicked in me, bro. As I was I came back with my plate, and I was like, hey, you remember, as I was going to sit down, I was like, hey, do you remember the false teeth? And then just instantly I went to that damn my tea, looked at that bitch. And then I was just, part of me just thought about just dumping. Even though he didn't mess with my tea, part of me still wanted to damn dump it upside down. Ooh. Real funny like. Misty Serenity says DMT equals machine elves. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Machine elves. Weird as fuck. Some Stephen King shit, bro. And DMT goes back, right? Like, they figured out a way to ayahuasca is DMT, right? Where they end up taking like the two plants, like the bark from one tree and the sap or something from another tree. They boil it together and they blend it. Like, how the hell did these damn these natives back in the Amazon and shit from way back when? How did they figure that out, Bo? And was it given to them? If you listen to Graham Hancock, he believes in like the Anunnaki, you know, and then after the great cataclysms, when the Taurid meteors came through and destroyed the Earth back in 15,000 years ago or whatever, that it didn't destroy all of humanity, and that there were certain keepers of light, you know, and they had their bags that they would travel from like lands to land, and they would enlighten the people. Aunt Pisano says they tested, and the younger tribe or the old. That's what it. I mean, just tested over. I mean, just eons and eons of trial and error, bro. Just think about the history of our humanity, bro. Which also made me think, like, I don't know why it's never been done before, but how would you guys like to try like a deep dive into like our ancestry, Grandpa's ancestry? Oh, that freaked me the fuck out. How would y'all like to do a deep dive into our ancestry? Erica's done a long dive, and part of our ancestors go all the way back to like Scottish castles or something. Like one of my great uncles or something, or grandfathers was like King George's fucking squire or some shit like that. And what did somebody just say here? Hold on, go back up here. Bradley Jones says, Charlie, have you heard about your cousin CJ? Yeah, a long time ago, right? Aw, yeah. Bradley Jones. Did CJ Gordon pass away from a heart attack in his sleep? CJ died a long time ago, dude. And I think about CJ often. He would have been great for these videos, man. He had a hell of a mouth on him, dude. And he used to piss Michael off so bad. He used to love to sit there and make fun of Michael for being fat. And CJ was fat too. CJ was just as fat, if not fatter. But he just loved to fucking piss Michael off so bad. And CJ, man, like his mom was always chasing other guys and stuff, and would choose other guys over CJ, even though she loved her son, and she was so protective over the boy. And I appreciate that. I appreciate you asking about him and stuff. That's why I scrolled back up when I saw the name CJ. He deserves some memory. And I feel so bad, like one Christmas, dude. He damn. I don't even know where he's buried. I would like to know where if he got buried, what happened to him. Did you know, Bradley? Were you friends with him? I'd like to go visit him or something. Like one Christmas, dude. It was like a Black Friday, but it happened that Thursday. And me, him, and Michael, we went into Walmart to find some deals or whatever. And he found he saw a Weed says direct descendant to King Henry VIII, not something to brag about with all that head chopping. King Henry VIII was a fucking monster. Literally and physically. Mentally and physically. But CJ, yeah, man, like we were walking through like Black Friday, Walmart, and it was busy, and he saw it was Tenacious D in the Pick of Destiny. And it was $2. It was stocking stuffers, you know, $2 for DVDs. And he saw Tenacious D Pick of Destiny, and he asked me if he could have it, and I said no. And he kind of laughed. Come on, all right. You can't afford $2. You know, and then just something about it in me because, like, he was such an extreme ball buster. You know, I mean, I guess that I decided to bust his balls back. And I was like, no, I'm not getting that for you. You got $2? He didn't have $2, man. And I wouldn't let him have it. I didn't buy it for him. Bradley says, how old was CJ? CJ was like 24, 25. Something like that, 26, maybe a little bit older. Anyway. ETX says, just got done watching Mike's live video. Of course, he leaves us with a cliffhanger. Michael knows how to do it, man. Oh, we'll go back. What the hell? Damn it. There we go. Okay. Ow, my back. At least I'm not saying my ass. I've been sitting here all week just talking about, ow, my ass. Just crying over my ass because, damn, I heard it at that slide. Jumping into that damn shallow pool. Oh, God. 843 Daniel says, we'll see part 2 next week. Man, like, shit. And it's too bad that I live so far from Michael and all of them, you know, because I would love to just try and be a part, you know, of more content, more videos and stuff, you know. My cardboard box says, Charlie, have you got the saw ready for Mike? Damn right, bro. I've got to oil it up and shit, man. I've got a couple of extension cords hooked up too in case his ass tries to run. I'll be able to chase his ass down at least fucking 50 yards. Wolfpack says, do you remember watching Bride of Chucky? Michael told a story a while ago of AGP versus Blockbuster. I don't. Bride of Chucky? When did Bride of Chucky come out? Were we living in Somerville at the time? 843 Daniel says, that was funny when you said, don't you see the sign? I mean, don't you see the damn sign now? Right here, right. I figure why not fuck with him, man. He was like, oh, huh? I kind of had him on edge right there. That was pretty fun. And I kept Bridget on edge. It was weird, though, man. Like, she just walks around everywhere with that fucking camera. Oh, excuse me. Oh, my God. Dang it. Excuse me. Wolfpack says 98 with the water boy. I was thinking the other day, guys, you might hate me, man, but I think I like the water boy. I mean, I think I like the longest yard better than the water boy. What do y'all think? Longest yard or the water boy? I'm like up here with the longest yard and down here with the water boy. Uh-oh, Void says facts. Uh-oh, Cody says bruh. 843 says you remind me of my uncle. Much love to your uncle, bro. He sounds like a cool-ass dude. Very high-strung, huh? Waterboy clears. Really? You Waterboy over that? My cardboard box says Big Daddy is where it's at. I'll never forget, man. I actually went to the movie theaters to watch Big Daddy with Mama and Michael. And I was sitting dead nuts center of the damn of the movie theater, and I'll never forget it, man. Right when the two dudes kissed, he was like, all right, and I'll see you later. And they Frenched all right there in the camera, dude, and it was like fucking 50 foot wide for me, dude, of these two dudes just gaying out, man. And I literally right there in the theater, I said, holy shit. And dude, the whole theater laughed. I made the whole theater crack up, dude. It was my shining moment. Oh, I sent Michael a message because we're talking about content and stuff now. How about that? I said, what if I live stream the Carolina Reaper walkthrough? We've been kind of talking about like rehashing old videos, part 2 of this, you know, part 2 of the 10 can challenge. Told Michael if we're gonna do part 2 of the 10 can challenge, he's got to do it too. And then I said, what about the Carolina Reaper walkthrough? Do y'all remember the Carolina Reaper walkthrough? Do y'all remember whenever I ate the Carolina Reaper and walked through Walmart to the back area and got the milk and then walked all the way back out and then I drank the milk or whatever until the burning stopped? People seem to like that video, and I was thinking maybe I can. How do I up that video? Do the same thing, like revisit some old warm memories. No pun intended. And what if I live streamed it? Wolfpack said you almost died. Suji says it's a core memory. Core memory. I like that. Yeah, it was one of my more finer moments, I guess, huh? And I figured maybe I can give back to you guys by doing it IRL. One thing that I kind of noticed while I was sitting in that soul suck of a damn production plant was that people tend to really like live streams. Look, I've kept over 300 people here tonight talking with you all, and I love it so much. And I'm very humbled by it, man. I'm very thankful and grateful, and I'm very aware of, you know, this blessing and this opportunity that I have with all of you, you know. And I want to try to make the biggest moves, the loudest splashes, have the most fun, and give you guys the most memorable moments that I can. You know what I mean? While I have your attention, while we have this moment of community, you know, that I hope never ends, quite honestly. You know what I mean? My cardboard box says it's just the start, brother. I feel like it's just the start. I hope it's just the start. You know what I mean? Like, but I've still got this strong part of me like that's just so insecure. You know what I mean? Like, just so insecure. You know what I mean? Like I had a therapist at Meridian back when I went to rehab. It didn't work. It didn't stick yet. I wasn't ready. But my therapist, you know, whenever you left the rehab, they had this tradition that they called rocking out, where they would give you, like, you know, those rocks that you find lying around with the words or the inspiring words or phrases on them or whatever. We would get a rock from our therapist, and it would have a word that, you know, described us from our therapist, you know. And my therapist, dude, she looked just like the second the second Becky from Roseanne, you know, the real cute Becky. She ended up going to be on How I Met Your Mother, and then she was on what else? Scrubs or whatever. My therapist looked just like that lady, dude, but she was so sweet, man. And she was so, like, insightful and intuitive, you know. And the rock that she gave me, dude, said believe. And I don't even know where the rock is anymore. Some of you, my guys, might remember, actually, that I had that rock. It said believe. I do have this, though, where I got this one and I got another one. But yeah, she looked deep down inside of me, and she understood that I hold a certain amount of insecurity, bro. And I feel like, you know, like I can get above and beyond that with you guys. You know, the more that we grow and the more content that we put out together, or that I put out and share with you all, I feel like, you know, that perhaps yeah, you guys will help me with my insecurities and shit, and I appreciate that, man. Because even though I try to pretend like I'm a strong man, inside I'm a weak little boy. I'm a weak little boy inside right here. And I need all the love that I can get. I need your love. I need your vote of confidence, your vote of support. Y'all remember this? The cover's gone now. Haha, Suji, what's up? Says Charlie, do you agree that Michael should make another channel exclusive to you, Michael, and Tina, etc.? I feel as though AGP's channel, when it comes to videos, be a time capsule and unreleased videos. Mike could agree to that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, you know, how does that Kurt Cobain say? It's better to burn out than to fade away. You know what I mean? Oh man, Bradley, you keep fucking me up, Bo. I feel like you're a ghost in the machine. You're trying to get me to bring up all my homies with respect. Yeah, remember this, man? A year of miracles. I would open it up every day, and I would just blindly stab it a daily affirmation or whatever, and try to adhere myself to it, rather than going through and reading each one and adhering to finding the ones that speak to me. But this was part of what it was with that therapy, man. You just like, they would throw affirmations at you, and then you would, you know, you would have to figure out ways to try and navigate your life into that affirmation or whatever. I feel like it was really good though. I feel like, hey, my girl Shirley in the house, what is up? How are you doing tonight? And yeah, man, you know, I feel like I was doing it wrong. I feel like I was doing it all wrong. Now that I have the ability, you know, and the space to kind of to sit here and find myself, you know, and my center and who I really am in this world, you know what I mean? I don't necessarily need books like that, but it's nice to have them though, you know, and you know, kind of guide you, you know what I mean? I feel like, you know, just, you know, guiding myself, you know, is where it's at right now. Yeah, you know, so Summers Media, you're excellent. Thank you so much, man. It means a lot to me, bro. Like, you guys are amazing too, man. You guys are changing my life and Erica's life, you know, and you bring so much depth and meaning to us, bro, that in our lives, that, you know, that your light is amazing, bro. You shine your light to us, you know, showing that you have, you know, that goodness in you, man, that feeds back to me, and that just kind of just spreads around through the whole community, man. That positive vibe and aura, bro. Like the world needs more of it, man, because it's so dark out there. It's so evil, man. It's so angry. The world had me so freaking angry, man. That I'm just so thankful that I have this community and stuff in which to throw myself into, man. I don't half know what's even going on in the world anymore. The politics and social bullshit, all that shit that just angers us, man, and keeps us at each other's throats. You know what I mean? And not experiencing, not fully feeling that love. You know what I mean? And that miracle, that sense of that miracles can happen, and that communities can be built overnight. You know what I mean? And not just overnight, but that communities can stay together and come back. You know what I mean? After all these years, I'm hoping that, man, that families can rebuild themselves. You know what I mean? Through watching the example that me and Michael and Jennifer and Kim. Well, I don't know about Kim because she's gone real quiet. The examples that we pull forth, you know what I mean, on such a such a broad light, you know what I mean, in such a social public, you know, display. You know, so many families, they have gone through the same shit that we've gone through, but privately in a quiet hell. You know what I mean? Where we've experienced it all and displayed it all publicly for the world to see, all our nasty scars and all. You know what I mean? And if we can overcome that publicly, you know what I mean, and in such a magnanimous way that can help us, you know, thrive and catapult us into the nexus. You know what I mean? I feel like other families can learn from that. And it's not just catapulting us into the next age, man. It's also like, man, like fucking timelines are smashing together, dude. I feel like I just saw a fucking ghost or something. What the fuck? That was weird. Right as I was talking about timelines smashing together, I swear to God, I just saw an orb just kind of just do a straight line like that. That was weird. That was fucking weird. But yeah, I feel like timelines are just smashing together and molding and melding, you know? And like where we were going this way, man, we've just kind of just fucking woo. And I feel so many people are being affected by it that we've all just kind of just went that way while scattered. You know what I mean? It is very scary, Enderkiller, isn't it? ETX is kind of doing a little sleuthing right now. Is that really Albert, or is it a troll? Suji says the internet is such a cesspool. It can bring out the worst in people. We've all have been dealt a horrible hand in some way, shape, or form. We only overcome as much as we allow ourselves to confront. Absolutely, you know. Absolutely. Well, I mean, you know, I guess kind of, you know, in a way, you know, do we overcome the cesspool of the internet by confronting it? You know what I mean? Here I am kind of like trying to look away, you know, focus on light and love, you know, but in a certain sense, you know what I mean? You can't be ignorant to all the evil and darkness that's out there, right? Peace Treaty says we manifest. Bro, you are so right about that. I am so focused on myself right now and manifesting, you know, a glorious outcome, you know, a prosperous next. You know what I mean? I don't try to think about the ending because there is a never an ending, you know. Just like I was thinking earlier, man, like it kind of scared me, bro. I posted about it on Facebook and Twitter. How did I say it, man? Like me and Michael, we like, you know, I spent so long, you know what I mean? And so was he, you know what I mean? Fighting, you know what I mean? For what we feel is right and our truths, you know, and carving our way, you know. And it's always been, you know what I mean? At war, you know, in a feud, you know what I mean? In a certain contentious state of being, you know what I mean? And production, I guess, you know, that shit is switched now. Now we're all getting along. We're all good. I just want to know, like, I feel like what next? And I got scared by that. Like, well, what next then? You know, if like, oh, my dude, he's got it. He's got it. Charlie, I wanted to ask you, are you into firearms at all? You guys ever go to the range or anything? I'm not allowed to have a firearm, man. I'm a felon, so they won't let me have a firearm. And I looked into it, and I've got a sled charge. I've got a sled charge in South Carolina. South Carolina Law Enforcement Division. They've got a hold on me, and like they say that I'll never be able to overcome that, you know. So I'm not allowed to have a firearm. Erica can have one, but I can't have one. Summer dropped a $2 bomb. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And actually, Erica, she tells the cops, she's like, well, I can have one, even though they say that I'm not supposed to be around a firearm. You know what I mean? And I tried all I could too, man, to try to get myself rearmed. You know what I mean? But they just they won't let me. Like our government is all about fucking stripping us of as many rights as possible. You know, they're not into giving us anything back. You know, and as much as I love our country and America and shit, you know, like I'm not so wild about the politicians on either side of the aisle, you know, and like their hopes and their plans for us, you know. And it's never about giving us more freedoms. It's all about taking freedoms away. You know what I mean? And here I am thinking about wanting to kind of create some sort of like farm, some sort of self-sustaining kind of lifestyle for me and the family. You know what I mean? They put the chokehold on us constantly. How many chickens are we allowed to have? We're only allowed to have like 10 chickens, 5 laying chickens or some shit. Daniel says, can't some felons have guns depending on the class felon? Well, see, yeah, I've got a burglary third, you know, being that I broke into somebody's house. You know, I think that has a lot to do with having a firearm. You know what I mean? I have shown a perplexity or the ability to freaking damn run up in somebody's damn house whenever times are rough for me. You know what I mean? A propensity, not a propensity neither, because I mean, whatever. I got caught doing it, you know? And so, like, wouldn't you want somebody of my mentality to not have a gun? I'm sorry. I would never steal from anybody ever again. I can't remember the last thing that I stole. You know what I'm saying? Rebecca Swelling, my girl Rebecca, thank you so much. Says best wishes on going forward with your family. Well, hell yeah, man. Like Michael said, you know, like if we ever feel like there's an axe coming between us, or we have any sort of disagreement towards one another, to message, to call, to message, and that's why I keep checking every now and again to make sure I'm not like stepping on any toes whenever I'm picking and poking fun. You know, I want to have fun. I want to bust balls, but I don't want to piss anybody off, honestly and truly. You know what I mean? Like, come to me, Michael. Like, so I'm hoping that if anybody has came to Michael, that he or start crying or whatever, that he would come to me and that we'll talk about it. You know what I mean? Before I lose my job, the boss will come to me. Not that Michael is my boss. You know what I mean? Jason Jefferson dropped $1.99. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But, you know, I guess kind of honestly, you know, if we're going to have any sort of cohesion and shit, there's got to be a capo. There's got to be somebody at the top. And, I mean, there's Michael. You know, I mean, Michael is the one that created his Kid Behind a Camera and the Grandpa channel and the whole skits. And he the boss. He the capo. This all of this in this organization and shit, you know what I mean? And I don't mind, you know, I don't mind that. I am the leader of my own life, honestly and truly, you know what I mean? And I won't let him just freaking damn lead me into traffic, into some bullshit, you know what I mean? And I don't think he wants that for me. I think he wants growth himself, you know what I mean? But, you know, I'm sane enough and I'm smart enough, grown enough to understand that, you know, he the boss of all this. You know what I mean? So if I'm talking shit and I'm pissing off anybody, that they'll go to the boss and then the boss will come to me. You know what I mean? And we'll work it out. You know what I mean? And I'll explain my side at least. I'll at least be given the opportunity to explain my side and shit, you know. Jason Jefferson says, I want to hear you make an AI rap song. I wonder how this would really work. How an AI, because that was, man, it made me laugh so hard. Michael made a AI Justin Bieber song and then like an AI like fast Eminem song or something like that. And he had Bridget all work the fuck up. It was hilarious. And it was also fun, like the lyrics and stuff, you know. How, like, I wonder, would I write the song myself, or would I write like an overall theme of what I feel, you know, I want to be expressed in this digital recreation of my life or whatever. DJ Sim says there's a free website that gives you demos. You think that'd be interesting? Kieran Dixon says I can get pardoned by the state, but first I need to make friends with the governor. Right, like I can like write to the I get in touch with not the solicitor, like some of the clerks of courts. There's a guy that I can go talk to, and then I can write letters, I can keep petitioning, but they ain't gonna give it to me. They ain't gonna give it to me. You know, I just don't see it happening. Somebody says my cardboard box says, what would my rap name be? I don't know. Charlie Chill. Charlie Chill, yo. And when you see that, Michael's got me back as Charlie Chill. He said confronting Charlie Chill, you know. And part of me was like, man, I don't know if I want to be that Charlie Chill anymore, man, you know. But hell, I am Charlie Chill, you know. Like, I feel like I'm more Charlie Chill now than I was before, because before I really had no chill. I couldn't freaking really control myself. I had no chill over my demons, you know, or say over, you know, where I was going to lead my life, you know. And case in point, you know, I was led by the darkness, by my addictions, by the trolls, you know, and I fucked myself up because of it. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm more of a living embodiment of the Charlie Chill now than I was then, you know, and I'll embrace it. I'll take it, you know. So I am Charlie Chill. We are the outsiders, but I'm better now. You know, I'm better now. I've looked inside my head. I've done the work, and I'm continuing to do the work. I tell you what, man, I still get anxiety big time, man. In the mornings and stuff, I start thinking about what am I going to vlog for today, you know? And if I haven't done my morning meditation and my exercises first, you know, I feel real big anxiety, man, you know, huge anxiety. And like, I specifically go to YouTube and I check out like, anti-anxiety meditations. Let me see here. Let me type in morning meditations. And actually I type in anxiety. Anxiety meditations. Yep, here it is. And they have all these different types of well, shit, I can't find it right now. But they have, like letting go, anxiety meditations. They actually say there's a certain amount of cortisol that your body builds up, you know what I mean, overnight or quickly in the morning or whatever. And that cortisol is like directly tied to your anxiety levels. And like there are certain vibrations and what have you. Hey, what you say? You need a sound bowl, Marlena says. That's interesting. A sound bowl, huh? Was it made out of like brass or whatever? And then I've got like maybe like a drumstick that I can kind of, because that would be amazing. I love that, because I'll tell you what. I did some morning meditations. What is that? Somebody, I'm sorry, I just missed that super chat. Jason Jefferson says that I seen Mike rented a whole house, like a whole freaking 3-bedroom. Freaking Airbnb for like $300 freaking dollars. He could have slept on the couch out there. Bridget wasn't having it though. Bridget's too damn bougie, bro. She's, I'm not sleeping in a fucking trailer. Bridget was talking shit, bro. She said, I'm not sleeping in no fucking trailer. Or in no fucking camper. I'll drive the fuck home. I'm like, all right, whatever. Bridget's pampered. She's bougie, man. She's got to have her queen size bed and her MyPillow. Whatever. I understand it. No hate. You can drop Michael off and leave him though for you for a while if you want. We'll go ahead and create some content. What was I talking about? Did you just say something about the bowl? Back again. Oh no, she just said you just need the sound bowl. I'll look it up. Oh, and my husband is a shaman. Nice. And his is brass. Is your husband like that shaman from Extract? The one who makes homeboys smoking from that fucking 6-foot tall Pyrex pipe bomb? Put your mouth on and breathe. Oh, that's so fucking cool. Will there be a Ouija board series? Or you know what? I don't think so. I'm not so big into playing around. I mean, I tell you what, I don't know, like maybe, I don't know. If Erica said something about like Ouija boards aren't necessarily bad. if they're operated with respect. Did you say that, baby? Is she in there listening? She might be watching her other shit. Tim Dillon just came out with the new one today, and so did Mystery Boys. Erica loves her Tim Dillon. ETX says, don't do it. Marlena says he has many pipes. 843 Daniel says, great stream. I appreciate it, man. We're going to have more of these, bro. And we're going to have even better streams because, I want to invite Jennifer on. You know what? Jennifer is hurting real bad right now, man. I was thinking about starting like a GoFundMe or something for Jennifer. Because she's got herself a job now. It's not far away, but she has no way to freaking get to work, And I was thinking about starting like a GoFundMe for maybe trying to help her get an e-bike. I'm not going to try and get people to fucking donate, for a fucking vehicle. I know that's mad expensive, but I mean, I don't know, man, an e-bike, that's sad. I just feel bad about thinking about my sister riding a freaking e-bike and then her damn toxicology and stuff, She don't, like, everyone's asking about her vehicle. She don't got a vehicle no more, I guess the grandpa money dried up. I don't want to ask her business, but I've been thinking about it and it's been weighing heavy on my heart, If we can start maybe like some sort of GoFundMe or something for her. Super J-Man, much love to you. Says, hey, man, I've been a fan since 9th grade. Looking forward to seeing more videos with you and Michael. I wanted to meet AGP so badly, but sadly never did. Yeah, man, he was a shooting star, man. George Washington, what's up, buddy? Are you and Mike cool now? Did Mike meet your wife? Yeah, they hung out a little bit. We went and had some dinner and stuff, and yeah, we did. I guess we did most of the sentimental stuff kind of privately. I would have liked to kind of share some of the sentimental stuff, because me. But we got a show to run, so we kind of did all that like on the side. But yeah, we definitely did. They definitely hung out a little bit. We didn't get to hang out as much as we'd like, I wanted to express more of the fact that, Erica is the reason that Grandpa is the reason that I'm leaving with Erica, because she loved Angry Grandpa so fucking much. And it was so weird because Erica is such like a level-headed person that she it was so weird to know that she loved Angry Grandpa the way she did. Lucario Sinju says, where is your hair? Last time I saw you, you had hair. Yeah, you saw hair, but it wasn't all the way there, was it? It was a mess. Last time you saw my damn hair, it was a mess. It was all blonde, and it was all thicker right here than right here. I was going bald and stuff, and it had to go. So I went ahead and shaved it all off, man. I keep it short now. Jason Jefferson said, I went by the Airbnb really honking the horn. Holy shit, Michael and them got stalked. They said that they heard somebody sneaking around their windows, man. Was that you, Jason? Was that you looking in their windows? Don't worry, I think Michael's afraid of guns, so you ain't got to worry about them. Pow, nobody now. Dr. Smith said you guys could have some fun again. I really wish we could, bro. I really wish we could. And, like I said, I'm so far away, though, man. Like I guess these fun times and videos are going to be a bit more spread out, We can do some live streams, some family live streams, though. Michael was talking about maybe, like, getting everybody together and doing some live streams, me and Tuna and Jennifer and Michael and maybe Mom and JC or whoever, whenever. Family live streams. We can have some family feuds. Maybe we can hash some shit out live, talk some shit to each other live. How would y'all like that? The Family Feud. Uncle Charlie Chill Jr., what's up, buddy? Much love to you. How you doing? Maverick says freestyle rap. I can't freestyle. I'm not big into freestyle, man. I got a thing where when I try to think about shit, man, I lock up. You know what I mean? Like when I try to think of a joke or some shit like that, man, I just end up thinking too much and I can't come up with anything. You know, so I'm still in the process of trying to find my flow state. You know what I mean? Where it is weird because when I get on live stream with you guys like this, man, I can talk all night. You know, I really don't bind up. You know, Peace Treaty says freestyling is practice too. Yeah, so I mean, I guess if I just practiced it, but I'm not going to practice it with y'all. I might end up talking some like horrible shit, you know, and I don't want to sit here and damn diss. I don't want to diss rap, Michael. Charlie and Michael, yo, we broke the cycle. Way back when, yo, I used to be psycho. Now I'm just chill. Only pill that I'm going to take is going to make me keep it real. Diamonds in the sky. What the hell did I just say? Ill. Speaking that shit that you just don't feel. Living high up on the hill. Told you I was going to get it right. One day I will. Today is today. That day was today. Me and the family. Back all the way. Oliver. Hey, R.I.P. Oliver Tree, man. He said, sounds like Oliver Tree song to me. You know what? I never did listen to Oliver Tree, man. He came and went completely under my radar, bro. And it was so wild because he seemed loved by so many that I feel bad, man. I feel sad that I didn't get to know him or whatever while he was around. Jason Jefferson said, I ain't that weird, LOL. His area now. Huh? What did you say, Jason? You ain't that weird. He was in the area, or you weren't in his area. What did you just say? You just messed that up, buddy. Say that again, Jason. I'm waiting for you. Say it again. I dare you. 843 says Oliver Tree in 2020 was wild, great fun. Well, that's amazing, dude, because, you know, like 2020 was COVID, wasn't it? 2020 was COVID, man. We needed all the love and fun that we could get. Sludgy Unicorn says, are you going to meet Mia and Mikey Jr.? I can't wait. I can't wait to go meet the kids, man. I want to go take them fishing and stuff. Mikey is freaking a badass, man. He's a little badass. I'm looking forward to hanging out with him. DJ Sim says, we grateful to have you back, man. I am grateful to be back, bro. So thankful. You know, and I won't do anything to lose this again. I promise you guys, man. You know, I've sat here and cried and just fucking rude, you know, and just cringed, man, at the thought of everything I've lost, man, all the time that has been wasted, all the opportunities that are out the window. And even now, I'll never be able to get it back to like how I had it, to where it was, to where it would have been. I'll never be that million. I'll never hit that million, ever. I could have back then, though. You know, I just came at the right time, bro. I just jumped on that freaking roller coaster at the right time. The momentum was perfect. Void says, how many subs did you get? I ended up hitting like 125,000, 130,000 before. Yep, I did. We had ourselves a live subscriber watch party. Me and Michael did. It could come back. You never say never. Yeah, you're right. Michael said that, you know, he wasn't going to do anything to try and jeopardize this here for me now, you know. But, you know, because it was because of him that, you know, I fucked up and it got taken the first time, you know. So, he says that as long as, I mean, he says he ain't gonna fuck with it anyway at all, you know, but I'm not gonna do anything to jeopardize it at all. You know what I mean? If shit hits the skids and starts going sideways, I'll just go quiet or something. The whole fighting and shit is just bad business all around, and mainly for my soul, man. You know, like I never really felt good about all the fighting, you know, and the exposing, you know, and the drama. I never felt good about it. Starting the fires, stirring the pot. There was always kind of a man down there. What time is it? 9 o'clock. I ain't even ate dinner yet. How long have I been live? 2.5 hours. I'm probably gonna get off of here soon. ETX Live, thank you so much. Says as long as you keep doing what you're doing, everything will be just fine. Yes, sir. I have full faith in that, my friend. Absolutely, man. And I'm going to keep myself clean mentally, physically, spiritually, keep myself right with God, keep myself right with all of you. The kind spirits of my existence. 843 Daniel says no. What happened? What's wrong, Daniel? Modify says put your faith in Christ. Absolutely, man. My faith is in that higher power and the goodness of God in Christ. Robert Lee dropped $1 on me. Thank you so very much, brother. I appreciate you. I got $1. I got $1. I got $1 gonna make me shit and holler. Oh, Daniel, don't want to get off. I don't want to get off neither, man. It's been fun, but I'm getting hungry. I got a video for y'all tomorrow, like I say, though. It's about aliens and stuff. It started out about aliens, and then it turned into Erica getting her toes chewed on by a bunch of damn fish. I found a really good spot to go fishing, man. Sludgy Unicorn says, do you have any more leftover Chinese? I don't have any more Chinese, man. That shit was so good. They had this peanut chicken, man, that was just the best, man. It tasted like peanut butter, but it was like a fried peanut butter chicken. Man, I really got to stop, dude. It's going to fuck me up. I'm doing all I can to try and get my body going good, man. I want to be nice and fit. I want to get jacked. I would love to try and help Michael get fit, but I don't want to push it on him, and I don't want to push Michael away. And I know that it's super hard, you know, but I do know that, man, like I know it's super hard, but if you just try it and you start feeling that little bit of strength and that little bit of the encouraging remarks from other people and stuff, it really makes you it sucks like a motherfucker until it doesn't. You know what I mean? I don't think I know the crab dance. But I don't want to push that on them, you know. I don't want to push people away. Sovereign H7U says I produce spiritual music. Check me out. Let's see here. The Outsiders. What the fuck?
I need to stay energized for my baby during this season, which means high-quality food is non-negotiable. Factor provides real, tasty, chef-prepared meals that are ready to go in just a couple of minutes, so I don't have to spend time.
All right, I'm going to subscribe to you right there. Trance, Fracture, Asunder. Okay, I'll check it out, man. Maybe I'll try and play a little something while I'm doing my meditations, man. Oh, man. Somebody's talking about striped bass running. What is it? We got a whole bunch of nice striped bass running through here in CT. Been going nearly every day. Glad to see you and your siblings mending. I'd love to take Michael striper fishing. Check this one out. This is Erica's daddy right here. Look at the striper he's got. Young Magic says, do a crab dance reaction. Maybe I'll do that one day. Look at the size of that striper right there, bro. Straight out of Lake Okeechobee. That's Erica's dad. He was a hell of a fisherman. And I like to show him respect too. I feel like his spirit and his energy, you know, shines back upon me and Erica, you know, as I bring his memory back to light, you know, in life, and respect and honesty and reverence, you know. He said that's a 40-incher, huh? Is that a big one? Was that a good one? He said it's a whopper fish. That's a big fish right there. You know, because like I seen that picture many times and I was like, okay, yeah, big fish. But then a couple of days ago, I was looking at it and I'm like, you know what? That really is a big fish, you know, and he was very proud of that fish. I'm glad that I got to share that with you all. Oh, man, don't do it, Bradley. Max Ellis says, how did you meet Erica and when will we see part 2? Did you already say hi to Mike's kids? Will you see Tina? I can't wait for all of that, man. I haven't seen Tina in a long time. I haven't met Mike's kids yet. I met Erica at Dad's funeral. She actually showed up for the memorial and stuff. And that was the first time I met her, but I didn't really kind of talk to her until I had nowhere else to go. I was a hobosexual. She brought me to her house and I banged her so I can stay here. No, let me stop. That's not true. But she did help me out. Like she had a place. They couldn't figure out who the landlord was. She didn't have kids, any family to fucking really twist the screws on and stuff. And y'all like that, huh? But it really was. I was sleeping. I was about to go sleep under a bridge because they had found out where I lived. And also my channel was just getting taken, Bo. And she came. It was just like the perfect time. God really sent her to me at the proper time. The SIG 321 says, what is the biggest fish you ever caught? I caught me a damn a largemouth bass one time. And I can't tell you if it's hard. I don't know the weight of it. I don't know the full measurement, but I remember it was like that long, and I'll never forget catching it. I'll never forget how big that fucking eye was and that mouth was. Dad ate his ass too. And I'll never forget getting him caught up in between two freaking stumps, dude. I thought that I had myself a lure, a red rubber salamander, Zoom salamander. D. Buckner, thank you so much. Says you're doing great. Right. We'll come back to you, brother. Damn right, man. You do good, you get good, man. I know that life can be a downer and can beat you down, and sometimes you don't think that doing good gets good or makes a shit, but it does, man. Always be good, always do good, you know, as often as you can, because like the world is just too full of hate, you know. And just that little bit of good, man, just kills that much hate, man. So, but yeah, bro, like, man, I thought that I had that salamander hooked in between two stumps, man. So I just gave it like, I'm stuck. And as soon as I did it, that freaking water started splashing and he jumped up, and I'll never forget it as the sun was setting over this, the trees, man. And there was just like shadows and golden sunset splashed, cutting through the dark shadows of the trees onto this water, dude. And he just splashed up, and I just saw like the beautiful, just like neon green and the white underbelly. And I was like, oh my God, I got a big fish. I got a big fish, dude. And I'm I'll never forget that feeling, man. And when I got home to Dad and I showed him these two big fish that I had, and him and Mom were just like, their mouths were just wide open, and Mom was even like, "What? Oh my God!" And I felt like must like one of them damn like the cavemen felt back in the day when he provided for his family. He came back with the big kill, and I was just so happy and just so proud of myself at 14 years old, man. These two big fish. I'll never forget it, bro. And then Dad fucking killed them and ate them. Did Grandpa actually ate anything like on camera? Huh? I don't understand. Was he actually anything like he was on camera? Did he eat anything? Did Grandpa actually ate anything like that on camera? I'm not sure which exact. I'm sorry, Sig. I didn't understand that. Here's to being there now, Uncle Charlie. Uncle Charlie. How about that? Void says, "Where is the AGP plushie?" He's right. Oh, he fell. Oh, scared me. I was like, where the hell? He walked away. Toy Story. Toy Gory. Imagine Grandpa being on Toy Story 6. He's got a new toy, this Grandpa plushie. He's one hell of a bastard. Imagine the Grandpa plushie on Toy Story. We need to make that would be a great crossover. Angry Grandpa plushie on Toy Story. How can I figure out that for AI? Where is the SIG? I was hoping that he would send that again. Were the AGP videos real? Kind of real. A lot of them were reenactments, and then some of them were like propped up skits and sets where, Grandpa, it was designed for Grandpa to react. Almost kind of like some Kenny versus Spinny or something. Anyway, all right. You know what? It's 9 o'clock, 2.5 hours. Did he eat anything and everything like on camera? Oh, I'm sorry, man. Dude, Grandpa, yes. Grandpa didn't cull a thing when it came to eating, man. He loved his crawdads, man. He loved his seafood. It was his best, man. Towards the end, bro, Grandpa smelled like sweet seafood. It was such a bad smell. It was this weird, sickly sweet, bro, that he got from eating like crawdads and crabs and seafood. And I'm happy that he immersed himself in his favorite foods in the end there. Robert Lee dropped $1, man. Thank you much for that $1. A Confederate dollar right there. I'll take it. It spins just like a regular dollar. And yeah, man, Dad didn't matter, bro. He was hungry. He would eat what the fuck ever, bro, from a damn Vienna sausage. Matter of fact, though, I tell you what, Dad actually kind of turned his nose up to good food. Like Michael was telling me the other day about how he would try to take Dad out to like Hall's Chop House or some shit like that. But Dad would rather go to the Chinese store, the Chinese restaurant. You know what I mean? Robert E. Lee dropped another Confederate buck on me. Thank you, $1. Thank you for that $1. Dun, 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 dun. No, I'm trying to think of the Robert E. Lee. Dun, 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 dun. Is that how the General Lee? Is that how his the horn went? Dun, 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 dun. Dr. Smith said crawdads and sweet corn. Hell yeah. I would like to come up with some kind of like sounds or some shit, man. I need to get me a good like OPS or something, man. Like whenever like certain like super chats are come, I can hit like an angry grandpa. Oh hell yeah! Or give me $1. Or maybe a fart or something like that. Would y'all like to have that, like some grandpa sound effects whenever the super chats come in? Chinatown and Azalea with the Dragons. What is Stream Elements? That would work. God damn it, Charlie! That'd be a good one, huh? An LOL AGP soundboard. That would be great, man. Maybe I can get a couple people in on these live streams to help me out, man. Kind of run smoothly and funner. Maybe I can give y'all $20 or something like that. A live stream, $20 a live stream. Oh my god, it just sounded like Grandpa. Cheap ass. Oh, I don't know about that place in Somerville. I do know that the Chinese restaurant where they did the false teeth prank on me is gone now. I wanted to like do a like a memory video one day, walking down memory lane and going back to that Chinese restaurant, and it's gone now. Legendary Lee Bob, I can read you, buddy. My friend from school, Johnny, we played basketball. He smelled like fart. Double dribble. Johnny was double dribbling in the locker rooms. Jacob, Mortal Life Request. I can see you, buddy. Legendary Lee Bob, don't worry. I'm sorry that nobody's talking to you, man. Somebody show Lee Bob, Legendary Lee Bob, and Jacob, Mortal Life Request. Y'all show these guys some love, man. Even though y'all aren't sending super chats, you know, I'm not reading your. I still try to read comments and stuff. I try not to leave nobody left out. That's like also like I was. I've been given these options to like create like members only stuff. You know what I mean? Like create members only content and shit. And Erica doesn't want me to do it. I thought I was this close to creating like a members group or whatever, you know, $5 a month, whatever, trying to create money, a source of income and revenue for me and stuff like that, you know, on the channel, aside from what I just get right here. Yeah, some sort of cash grab, I guess. I'm not going to be so I'll be transparent about it. But then Erica was like, don't do it. She wants everybody to be able to have access to like the vlogs and stuff like that, and make me feel bad. So I haven't done it. I don't think I'm gonna do the members thing. I'm gonna give it to everybody, and whatever I get is what I get. I can, you know, leave it up to fate and God and all of you, and just be happy with what I get. MP Matt, what up, buddy? He says, I've got $2 to spare. Going to prison. Oh, what the fuck? What are you going to prison for again, August? Man, damn. How long are you going to be gone again, buddy? And that's crazy, man. You're just going to have to just run. Take off. Get the hell out of here, Bo. They giving you this time. I hate that shit. I remember I had a weekend. Hold on a second. Daniel, much love. Grandpa did a video there when he was still living in Creekside. It's in Somerville there by Azalea where the Walmart is. I'll have to check it out, man. Might check that shit out. Maybe I'll meet you there. We can have some, I'll meet you up there. We'll have ourselves a Chinese lunch together. My dude, MP Massacre, it's a year. And because that's right, your gun wasn't in the case. Fucking bullshit. I remember you told me about that. Holy shit, man. Hopefully they'll put you in a easy pod or some shit like that. You know, maybe some sort of like low custody work release type shit or something. They probably will anyway, put you on a fucking chain gang. They love their damn human farming and shit. I remember my burglary third, they originally put me on probation for 3 years, and I promptly failed the first 3 drug tests. And they actually came to pick me up from my house Friday afternoon, but I was working. And so they told Dad, oh shit, a bunch of Nazis where you live, man. Well, shit. I would say go ahead and try to get you a Nazi tattoo, shave your head, and try to talk like a Nazi lowrider or something. But when it comes to that, I think you got to be the same color. I think, yeah, I'm sorry, man. Just stick with your kind, bro. Keep your head down, man. And if they got to fight, just fucking fight. Don't be a bitch. You know what I mean? Because if you be a bitch, they're going to treat you like a bitch the whole fucking time. You know, it's best just to go ahead and duke it out a couple of times. Get it out the way. Let me see here. Missing a couple. 843 Daniel, much love. Anytime it's called Chinese to go with Angry Grandpa, everyone here knows about that place in the Chinese to go with Angry Grandpa. I'll look it up. Yeah, with Chinese to go, what they had a to-go buffet. Then Grandpa robbed them ETX Live says, remember you were on the news on the Chain Gang. Hell yeah, bro. They threw me on the fucking Chain Gang. Bro, fucking human farming, dude. Me, it was right after Hurricane Nate or whatever, man. Me and a whole bunch of other guys, man, we loaded up and we walked those streets in our stripes, man, and we collected like freaking 10,000 pounds of garbage. So much, in fact, that they threw a pizza party for us in jail. You ever had a pizza party in jail? I had a prison pizza party. I can honestly say I had a prison pizza party, buddy. Catered by Little Caesars and Krispy Kreme donuts. And Food Lion. Had Food Lion soda pops and chips. Had Little Caesars pizza and had fucking Krispy Kreme donuts. Who else can say they had that in prison, bro? It was actually jail. I'll have to tell you that story one time. Prison pizza party. My prison pizza party. That's too bad I done told too much of that story right now. That'd be fun to actually review that video one day. I might do that one day. Review the video of We Found Charlie. Prison wife stories next. Blade Mimi Pryor. I was never nobody's prison wife. I did one time, however, though. They tried to lure me into the fucking showers at 3 o'clock in the morning. A female CO did. A female CO tried to lure me into the prison shower at like 3 o'clock in the morning to clean it. And I walked in there, and there was a guy, a well-known prison gay by the name of Fast Eddie. And I said, no, I'm not doing it. At first, I thought, all right, so check it out. Oh, my God. Y'all got me on some shit right now, man. This is a hell of a story. You know what? I got to well, I'm already halfway through the story. Shit. I'm dropping a hell of a story on y'all at the end of this live stream. Okay, so anyway, her name was Officer Hewitt. And we kind of developed like a certain flirty kind of like little relationship. I'm like, holy crap, man. I might be able to get a little something from this chick. You know what I mean? Yeah, Fast Eddie was his name, confidential. But anyway, Officer Hewitt, and she had, well, man, I feel like I'm disrespecting my wife right now. I'm sorry. But Officer Hewitt had like a sweet backyard, man, especially whenever you're in jail, you know. But she for somehow reason, man, like she's found some sort of liking to me, man, and we developed some sort of slight little damn relationship there or whatever while I was locked up, and I thought it was going somewhere, man. Well, I'll tell you what, man, it went somewhere all right, somewhere I didn't fucking like, man. And I used to have to clean the bathrooms in the prison on the weekends. They would make me clean the bathrooms. The Sig says, did you shit in the toilet when Grandpa ate off of it? Yeah, man, freaking like I went in there and took a shit a little bit before he did, you know, before he cleaned it or after he cleaned it. And then he went ahead and ate out of it and should have asked me. I would have told him, yeah, I shit in the toilet. I'm surprised he didn't smell it. But yeah, so I ended up having to clean these showers on the weekends, man, with a scrub brush and cleaning powders and shit. It was disgusting. Trying to scrub all that wave grease off the freaking damn the shower floors, bro, hard as fuck. And anyway, man, about 3 o'clock in the morning, bro, they call me out to Miss Hewitt wakes me up. I'm sleeping, right? I'm like, and I get woken up in the middle of the night. I'm like, I'll open my eyes. I think I'm about to get my ass whooped because we slept in open dorms where I was at, man. It was the most dangerous, man. I can't tell. I pulled a motherfucker off the bed and whooped his ass one night. And I've seen motherfuckers get pulled off the bed and their asses whooped in the middle of the night. And I'll tell you some stories like that some other time. But this particular night, I get woken up in the middle of the night and it's Officer Hewitt. And I'm like, oh, shit, what's happening? She's like, shh. So I'm like, oh, man, what the hell, bro? So I get up and ding, 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 ding. We do the tiptoe into the bathroom. Like, what's going on? You know, we get into the bathroom and we go back to the shower area. I'm like, oh my fucking God, what's about to happen, dude? And as soon as we get back into the shower area, there's Fast Eddie. This dude, man, and like he liked to walk around with his shit all fucking pulled half down his ass. He had this fucking this little beanie that he wore, kind of like hopped on his half sideways on his head, like Adebisi from damn Oz. I was looking for a hat. I would have showed you how he wears his hat all the damn time. Yeah, here we go. In fact, there's Fast Eddie, man. He'd always walk around with his hat like that, with his fucking pants down, halfway down his caboose and shit. But he was actually the Dom. He was the Mog, though. And I guess they wanted to turn me out, man. I don't know what the fuck. So check it out. So I walk in there and I'm like, instantly the vibe switched, and I'm like, what the fuck is this, you know? And he's got himself a fucking scrub brush, and then there's another scrub brush in this big yellow mop bucket or whatever. And Miss Hewitt, she's like, start scrubbing, you know? And I'm like, what? Like, you woke me up in the middle of the fucking night to scrub a shower floor with this notorious prison gay, and not only notorious prison punk, but like he liked to do the punking. He wasn't like I wasn't gonna be the one pushing the broom. He was gonna be the one pushing the broom in this situation, and I wasn't down for that shit. Like, what the fuck is going on here? And I told her straight up, I said, no, I'm not doing it. JT Arkham, thank you, says, when Kim is in SC, y'all need to take a new fan pick. That would be great. I would love that, man. Real honest healing and growth and family picture, you know, for the new ages. That would be great. But I told Miss Hewitt, I said, I'm not doing it. And she's like, well, if you don't do it, then I'm writing you up for disobeying a direct order, you know? And I said, fuck it, I don't give a shit. Write me up. I don't care. I'm not doing this. I can't remember what all I said or whatever, but I walked out, went back to my bed, and I went back to sleep. And guess what? She never wrote me up. But guess what? After that, dude, oh my God, she would start yelling at me in front of everybody. Like, oh my God. I actually had gotten moved from one dorm to another because I got into a fight with a guy, and then his homies all jumped me because I ended up winning against this guy, and then before I knew it, I was getting jumped by all his homies. Well, they moved me out of the dorm into another dorm because like these guys weren't done jumping me, and they heard like this Miss Hewitt actually overheard these guys were planning on fucking me up in the middle of the night. You know what I mean? All because I dared fucking fight back. It was the worst. And so she moved me into another dorm on her behalf. I didn't ask anybody. She moved me. But then afterwards, after I refused her advances and stuff, well, then she started talking shit to me in public, talking about I asked her to move me because I was scared and stuff. Like, what the fuck? Like, you're trying to get me fucked up. Like, she started pulling some really grimy fucking moves, dude. And yeah, I ended up getting in a few more fights over it because of her. But guess what? I didn't get taken by Fast Eddie. So that is that's about as close to a prison bitch as I ever came. Where I was at and being that I was as young as I was, guys, like you weren't getting it unless you wanted it. You know what I mean? Like and we actually had dorms set. There was the dorm number 3. I was actually in a place called Trenton Correctional Institute. If you want to look it up, it's in Sludgy Unicorn says I was too fast for Fast Eddie. I got the hell up out of there, bro. I was like the road runner, bro. And but yeah, look it up if you want. Trenton Correctional Institute out of in Edgefield, South Carolina. And man, some head busters out there, bro. And it was actually a Y yard. And if you don't know what a Y sentence is, it's basically damn a license to fuck you until you're in your mid-30s, bro. Like, they'll put you on probation for decades, and you fuck up one little time and they throw you back in, and they take you out, they throw you back in. It's really bad, dude. But I was a straight timer on this yard. But like I say, all these guys, they were young. You weren't getting it unless you wanted it. And if you wanted it, you were going to get your ass whooped, and thrown into like a different dorm. You know what I mean? So thankfully, I didn't have to worry about that. And the yard was basically like 10 years or less. Now, when you come across like prison relationships of that and that sort of nature, it's usually long timers, man, 20 plus years. And actually, I went to prison a couple of different times. The first time I went, it was just throwing you straight into prison. If you got raped, you got raped. Now, when you go to prison, like, they actually sit you down in classes and you watch videos and stuff about the dangers of prison rapes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And it's actually encouraged to talk about and tell. You know what I mean? Where unlike my first time that I went, it was like, don't talk about it, don't tell. There was a real shame to it. You know what I mean? Where if it did happen to you, you were too ashamed to go tell anybody, where now it seems to be like there's a culture cultivated in the prison systems where if it happens, you know what I mean, you can go tell somebody. Hey, Knox Steele says, don't take that candy bar. Hey, we're all from it says, don't touch that icy white. If you walk into your damn cell and you see an icy white on that bed, don't you fucking touch it, bro. Don't you touch it. You're going to be owing 5 icy whites, 20 icy whites. You ain't going to be able to pay that icy white back. I'm telling you, don't fuck with it, guys. If you ain't got no money on your books, don't take any sort of advancements, my friend. Don't believe somebody when they say that they got you. E.T. Live says, just don't get locked up. Just do the right thing. Just think before you leave. Anyway, man, I'm going to leave it with that little tidbit. I got to go to bed, man. I got to eat first. I don't know what time I'm going to go to bed. I got to eat. I think I might want to play me some more Assassin's Creed right now. I'm loving the Shadows, and I think it's free this weekend. If any of y'all were thinking about checking it out before you buy it, look into it. Assassin's Creed Shadows. It's great. Void, much love to you, says, you was thinking Miss Officer by Lil Wayne. Is that how it goes? Yeah. And then I was like, It went from to King Reese, much love to you, says, great to see you reunited with your fam and sibs. Thank you so much, man. It feels great. I'm super happy, super blessed, super excited for the future, what's next. And I'm ready to bring you all along with me, man. Create content, change my life, change other lives, and all come together, man. Y'all are wonderful, man. Cade Bennis, RJ Beats, Confidential, 843 Daniel, much love to you. We'll hit up and go check out that Chinese restaurant in Azalea. Good night. Enjoyed the stream. Can't wait for more and videos. Hit me up on Twitter when you come down here. Damn right, get some Chinese, man. Probably probably maybe August or September. Hoping for sooner, but man, it's so far away, We'll see though. Much love to you. Trenches, Jackson Mine, have a great night. He's at the breaking point. I don't like that. Jacob, Mortal Life Request, Sludgy Unicorn, have a good night, man. Cole, Rollo, Cody's Corner, ETX Live, thanks for the donations, man. Tobes Tube, Ender Killa, Jenny, 3LS, Caves Burrito, Knox Steel, Justin, man, my dude right there. I'm not sure what all we got going on tomorrow, but I know that I got a FaceTime with you no matter where I'm at, man. So hit me up. Let me know what time will be best for you, and then I'll do my best to work around your schedule, because I don't really think I got anything going on. It depends on what Erica is going to want to do. You know, we didn't do anything today because she's just tired. She ended up working last Saturday. She had one day off in the last 13 days. So we didn't do anything today. I don't know if we're going to do anything tomorrow, but as long as we're not out in the mountains or out in the wilderness, I should have signal wherever I'm at. You know, we can do a, you know, good FaceTime, at least for a good, 20, 30 minutes. You know what I mean? So, Justin, you still going to join our APG server? Y'all got a server going? Mr. Burns, have a good night. Sage, Aiden, Diego, thank you for joining. Void, thank you for donating and all that, man. Jackson's my man. Hold your head up, man. Hit up some of our friends on the Discord server, or I'll hit me up on Twitter or something, man. If you're feeling down and low, man, I'll try to help you out a little bit, man. All you guys, man, thank you all for joining. I love you all, and we'll catch y'all next time, bro. Have a good night. And I got a vlog coming tomorrow. Ow, my balls.